Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
It's good.
Damn it, Liam.
Feels good.
Before we get started tonight, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with the first of our two sponsors tonight, Ravensburger. Sam.
This episode is sponsored by Ravensburger and their brand new title, Pusheen Perfect Pick, an adorable game about planning a perfect weekend with Pusheen and her friends as a special. Am I saying it wrong?
You're great.
Pusheen.
Oh.
Sorry. And as a special surprise treat, even to him, Travis is going to read tonight's ad. Travis, you'll find an envelope at your table with the copy. So rip that bad boy open and read about cats.
You fucking.
His favorite.
There's no cat hair in here.
There's no cat hair in that envelope.
Pusheen.
Just the bolded parts.
Oh. From Ravensburger, a new game for us cat lovers. Everyone's favorite tabby, Pusheen, will crawl up your leg, bringing cat-horrific moments for your whole feline family.
There's more.
There's more.
There's several paragraphs.
The double-sided board game. I can feel it. Lets you play in the park or Pusheen's house. Pusheen. How do you say the name?
Pusheen?
Move Pusheen around the board to gather items and friends and turn them in for meowgical snapshots of weekend fun. Yes, this game makes me feel like I'm picking up a snuggly long hair and rubbing my nose up and down his fuzzy belly. His thick dander filling my nostrils and heart with 9 lives of love.
Good start, Travis, but you're not done yet. There's some special surprises waiting for you in the box under your table. Go ahead and dump it out, Travis.
There's not. Is there?
God damn it!
Is it this?
Uh-huh. Let's see what we got for you.
Better not be real cat hair in that.
Maybe.
You'll kill him.
Inside you'll find fuzzy cat toys and more great things. Hairballs. A bottle.
Does this say anal gland secretion?
It does say anal gland secretion. And you'll also find a bottle of pure cat saliva in there.
Oh wow, everything a kitty kisser like me could possibly want, from whiskers to tail. The game is for 2 to 5 players ages 8 and up. It includes this pleasantly squishy Pusheen game piece. Is this it?
I don't know.
Is this it? No. Is this it? God damn it, is this it?
I don't know.
Ah!
But those are actual hairballs.
No.
Hey, and don't...
These are not.
Don't really kill my husband.
Are they?
Pusheen, I'll wrap it up for you.
Okay.
Pusheen is available at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and local game stores in the U.S. now, and coming soon to Indigo for you Canadian cats. Check it out at bit.ly/CRPusheen and visit the Ravensburger Twitter feed for a chance to win a copy of the game. Thanks, Travis. Back to you, Matt.
Thank you, Sam. And thank you, Ravensburger. You okay,
Yeah.
Travis?
Boy, I wore this shirt on the right night.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, you did. The cat themed
It's
night.
the best shirt.
Yeah. All right, our second
of
sponsor
brands.
for the night are our friends at D&D Beyond. Since the beginning of this campaign, they've been with us along for the ride. And thank you. Those who haven't had a chance yet, they are the official toolset of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. They're make it way easier for you to DM your game, keep track of all your campaign stuff, keep track of your characters, items, the whole deal. Check it out if you get a chance at dndbeyond.link/critters. There we go.
Oh.
Few other announcements. First I want to thank you all for joining us here live with our Twitch chat, as well as on our YouTube live channel. However, our community moderated experience in chat is here at our home on Twitch. So come and join us wherever your preference lies.
Don't spill that, Travis.
Also, we have another cool announcement. You could discover the backstory of our very own gentle barbarian, Yasha, in the newly announced Mighty Nine Origins. Yasha, It's our next graphic novel by Dark Horse.
She doesn't even know her origins. Is this a spoiler to you?
Could be.
What?
It's fun.
I am very, 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 very excited.
Indeed. The graphic novel features writing by the amazing Cecil Castellucci, art by William Kirkby, and lettering by Ariana Maher, as well as the narrative that was created between myself and the wonderful Ashley Johnson.
Hey.
Expect
sick.
Mighty Nine Origins Yasha to hit shelves in September. You can pre-order at local comic stores and bookstores right now. And tomorrow marks our 6-year anniversary of doing this crazy shit online.
That's right.
We started streaming 6 years.
Years.
6 years. You couldn't tell because we've all aged 12 in that time period. But it's been 6.
No, none of us have aged except Marisha,
That's true.
True.
as
fair.
people keep telling us.
We just let her catch up.
Yeah. It's exponential in just a few years, Marisha. Get ready.
Give it 6 months.
But it's been an absolutely incredible ride doing this weirdness with all of you. And on to 6 more.
Oh my gosh.
Make it a baker's dozen.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thank you all so much for joining us for this craziness and all the wild things we have coming as well. So 6 years in and it still feels like it's just beginning. Oh, God. Anyway, I believe that's the end of our announcements. So tonight, let's go ahead and jump into the next episode of Critical Role.
The adventure begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you. And they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. Villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead. They got magic and flair. They got falchions and cunning. They don't see over there. There's a monster incoming. Inspiration is waiting. Rise up, don't think twice. Put your fate in your hands. Take a chance, roll the dice. Can you answer the call? Digging deep in your soul as the legend unfolds. Now it's your turn to roll.
And welcome
There was
back.
no top of the first one.
Yeah. Gotta leave it.
So last we left off, the Mighty Nine gathering some information and some final supplies and bits of preparation for their journey up north to Isocross. You reached out to Astrid in hopes of acquiring some of these cloaking amulets, one of which you've had for the entirety of your run in this campaign. Information was gathered, and you were told they resided beneath one of the structures of the Vergessen Sanatorium, where you went to break into it, separating into 2 troops. It went a little tits up, and with a brief encounter with Master Trent Ikathon, realizing that it was you who broke in. A bit confused, you still manage to catch him off guard and escape, but not before he had acquired some information and some very curious interest in what it is you're doing and why you're being so dang secretive about it. You jaunt back to Nicodranus to visit your families, caught up a bit, and then begin to realize that you were indeed still being pursued after Astrid and Aedwulf seemed to have come at the behest of Trent, but warned you of his particular coming very soon. You gathered the Ruby of the Sea, Marion, as well as your family, Veth, both Yeza and Luke, and immediately fled from the lavish chateau, having it closed behind you, rushing to Tide Peak Tower, where you learned that the mage Yusa is currently on his own expedition, astrally projecting himself into the astral plane in search of information to help you in your endeavors, but as such, he is unreachable. As you begin to look about for some means of escape, you notice that Trent has come to the tower and followed you here. In a rush, you hatched a plan where some of you took the folding halls of Halas, the Happy Fun Ball as you call it, and decided to trek into that sphere, with Caleb setting most of the puzzle to completion and then handing it to Ford to finish, in which Ford, Yasha, and Beauregard stayed within the radius as it was triggered, and within a flash, they were gone, sealed within the folding halls. The rest of you took to a singular scroll that was gifted to you at some point in the past. Reading it, you realized it was a plane shift scroll and contained with it one singular rod that was attuned. To where? You're not certain. It was warm to the touch. As the door opened and you began to read this spell to escape, the first person to reach you was Astrid, who did not interfere with the completion of your spell. At which point, you, the rest of you, with families in tow, vanished to where this may carry you. So, let's begin with Team Happy Fun Ball, shall we?
I want to know where they're going. Okay.
We'll find out.
What a pickle.
Boy, oh boy.
Inside of an astral dreadnought.
Team Happy Fun Ball has a fun ring to it, though.
Yeah.
So, the three of you, Ford, Bo, Yasha, there's a brief moment where you feel like time itself stretches. Your body has suddenly become this immaterial being funneled through. It feels like a tiny hole. It's not painful, just an odd kind of stretch and then return. It's been a while since you felt that in particular. As soon as I said it, I knew it was coming. Gotta strike that phrase from my vernacular.
It's kind of impossible.
I know. And as you take a moment to assess your surroundings, you're all standing in the middle of a circular stone chamber, about 30 feet in diameter, about 15 feet high to the recessed ceiling. Looking around, you can see there are 4 colored tapestries hanging at different parts of the chamber. This is a familiar room. This is where you had first entered the Happy Fun Ball. Although you did not trek into this chamber, I don't believe.
I don't think I did.
So this is all fresh to you. But nevertheless, there is a blue tapestry, there is a black tapestry, a green tapestry, and a red tapestry. And they are all beautifully filigreed and embroidered with gold thread and designs. What would you like to do?
Okay, we know that we gotta go to the Dragon Chamber, right? From here?
No, not yet. We go to the study.
From here to the study. From the study to the Dragon Chamber.
So you know, this place is fucked.
I feel like I was in here for the dreadnought.
Yes.
You've been in here, but
Yeah.
but this
Parts.
particular room you had.
This
not been.
area, yeah.
Do you remember that, like,
I remember it was very weird.
it's made to attack magic users?
Well,
I mean,
thing-
everything, but specifically, like, wizards.
okay, so it's a good thing we're all here
Yeah.
then.
You need some magic to get through those, which is why I came. If I remember first, is there anything about this room from the last time that we were in here that seems different?
Make a perception check.
I love this so much.
17.
17. No, it looks... Well, no, what you do notice is when you first arrived here, there were 2 bodies on the ground. 2 other individuals that had passed away by some means you couldn't quite pinpoint, but the corpses are gone.
Yusa's been through here. He said he came back in, did some more studying. He said he updated his map, but we don't have that. We have the old one. We went through the red.
The red one goes to the
Curtains.
study, right?
Yes, but if I remember correctly, we had to pick a lock on the other side of it.
Okay, because there should be a door behind it, right?
There should be. And then everything lit on fire, which should be fun, because that's so our forte.
Where's Caleb when you need him?
Not here.
Okay.
We can do this. We can do this.
We got this, no problem.
We just think like Caleb and we can do it.
Fire, fire, fire.
And just, oh, go ahead.
Is there anything on the tapestries? Like designs and things?
Elaborate embroidery that just seems to be a sequence of unique designs. No specific imagery or iconography, just beautiful shapes, symmetrical, nothing you recognize.
Okay.
Let's look behind the red one. Beginner's luck.
I need you. No, I'm kidding.
You die instantly.
As you peek behind, ever so carefully, eyes peeled, intense, ready to leap at whatever may come at you, like that. Ever just ready to jump.
Did you go all the way down? Drop it like it's hot. Yep, drop it like it's hot.
There is indeed a doorway, but it is closed.
There's a door. I'll try the door.
Does it look locked?
Well, as you ask this question, she reaches and grabs towards the handle and...
I probably should have checked it for traps.
Can you check it for traps?
Nope.
Me neither. You?
I mean, I could look at it and try and deduce what I know.
Oh, yeah,
but-
let's show that we've learned from our friends. Let's check it for traps.
I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay. I'll
Assist?
assist.
Uh-huh. I will be the foreman.
All right, it's an investigation check to go ahead and look over to
Of
see if
Team
you
Fishman.
recognize any trap.
Fucking middle management.
Ooh, that's a natural 19.
Nice.
Plus investigation, 6, 25.
6? You have a 6 for
I
investigation?
have a 6. Guys, we've been
gotta
sleeping on my
investigate shit.
snooping.
Alrighty. Well, it is indeed locked as you get close and kind of inspect it, and that little kind of, slight grapple you put onto this odd kind of like looped knob pulley device. But as you get close, you can just faintly make out in the wood around it, and even the stone setting to the right of it, these ever so smooth parts of the stone, where it looks like whatever sort of dust may just be faintly gathering in areas does not settle. And it is patterned, which leads you to believe that there is something magical about this lock.
Last time, Twiggy picked this lock,
Yep.
I think, and it filled the chamber with fire.
Yep.
Oh.
Do we have anything to potentially disarm this? I have thieves' tools, believe it or not.
She has dispel magic. I have.
I don't.
Does she?
You traded out
Kima
Magician's Judge.
took Magician's Judge instead of Skinward.
Fucking nipples on a horse.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, I realized it after the transaction that I probably should have just not given her an option and should have just given her Skin Gorger. Trust me, I've been thinking about it.
Cool. We are fine. I have cold stuff in case it gets real hot. Might work, might not.
Oh yeah, do you still have that ring? Well, it doesn't matter.
No, Jester has it!
Oh no!
Fuck! The one time!
We were just whispering about it.
You. That's all right. We're about to put 2 new bodies in this bitch.
All right,
Come on, thieves' tools.
we should just do this, right? And
Yeah.
just be prepared?
I'll
Yes.
turn my back to the door.
5 hours outside already.
I know, right? Okay. I put on my goggles just as, like, safety.
Inspiration. I can't do inspiration.
No.
I thought it was a fancy
You can
barbarian
be
thing.
inspirational if you'd like.
You're amazing. You're so good at this. I think
talking.
I can't wait to see you open the door.
Keep going.
No mechanical benefit, but go ahead and make your roll.
Just straight.
Now, are you proficient in thieves' tools?
No.
Then it's just a dexterity modifier bonus. So go ahead and roll a d20.
Better you than me. Come on.
19 total. I rolled a 14.
A 19 total?
Yeah.
As you get down carefully, with Yasha's words kind of cheering you on, forward watching at a distance, you place the tools in. It's not going, the tumblers aren't going.
Okay, what are the little bits on the side again? That we saw, like the
You
stone.
just see
and-
like this very, very faint, difficult to see pattern in both the wood and the stone to the side of it that almost forms a circle around where the door clicks into place.
What if it's like a little code?
Can you move it?
Little. Okay. Yeah. Let me try moving. Does it look like I can press in on anything?
It's just a very, very faint difference in texture from the rest of the surrounding material, which leads you to believe that it's either, resistant to dust, or just seems to be of a slightly different mock material.
Maybe I'll try to twist it or something.
Okay. As you titty twist the portion of the wall there, it doesn't quite react.
It's not the way to do it. Okay. Guys, what if we're just stuck in here forever?
You want to try and pick the lock again? I have a piton or some like climbing material and some daggers.
I can try. I feel like right on the cusp of if I push any further, this thing is gonna snap inside the lock or something. I don't know.
Okay. Do you want to use my climbing materials?
Let me see what I can do. Can I try again? The DC is gonna be harder, and the 19 didn't make it.
You can, if you want to take a little bit of time here, you can try it again.
All right,
Oh boy.
I'm gonna fuck this up. I'm gonna do great.
My dex mod is 0,
I
so
came here on purpose.
This plan is coming to fruition.
It's worse. 17.
This time, as you push to the same point, either it's rusted or there's something about this tumbler, like the fourth click in, that's just not going. And as you get frustrated and kind of push past it, you watch as those little symbols, and in a flash
I
of
just trying to
white,
quickly say,
I
"Get
need
down!"
all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
cool. 17.
Wait, Caduceus didn't go with them?
No, you took both healers, you selfish fuck.
Why?
18.
22.
Great, all successes. So that's good for you.
Evasion.
So 0 for you, right, Buck?
Indeed. 25 points of fire damage, reduced to half for those of you who succeeded, and then none for you.
So 13 or 12?
It'll be 12.
Okay.
As the room fills with burning fire, and as you all kind of recoil from it, and it kind of finally fades away for a second, you all are just dwelling in the pain and the flash heat and the searing light that kind of your eyes have to refocus from. You look around and all the tapestries kind of flapped to a calm state, unscathed by the flames. The chamber as it was.
We're to take a break for a minute and let
Okay,
a
yeah,
week
yeah.
pass outside. There are one of these other tapestries goes to a dining hall, and then absolutely the direction we don't want to go on the map. And then there are 2 other tapestries that are completely uncharted. No idea where those go. So we can always roll the fucking dice and just die.
Well, now that no, that doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say now that the magic went poof, but that's just what it does if you tinker with it.
Yep.
It's not like it's gone.
Yep.
The green tapestry we tried the first time we were in here, and it has poison fog behind it.
Cool. Cool.
And then there's
You're
a blue.
immune to poison, right?
I am
Are you trained in
Doesn't help
Arcana?
us, but
resistant. Yeah, no, I am immune to poison.
Beauregard,
Yeah?
are you trained in Arcana?
I'm not trained, no.
It always kills it, though, with Arcana.
Because I'm smart, sis.
Yeah.
Can I still roll for it?
Go ahead and roll Arcana for me.
14. Nope. 15.
15.
Plus 4.
All right. You don't understand enough about the nature of certain magic entrapments or glyphs, such as the one you just encountered. There's something that's just outside of your peripheral that you can't quite understand.
I'm gonna give it a look-see and see if maybe I can tell.
Go into the ball, he said. I need you in there, he said.
I'm gonna
Your
Arcana check.
knowledge of the arcane, he said.
It's all magical, I think. Everything in here.
All right. This does take time for both of you to sit here and kind of like concentrate in the space and try and pore over it, so.
Fuck.
What's the plan?
Who said there's a fucking plan?
Okay, okay.
Felt like this
Plan!
was a little rusted on the inside. I do have a little bit of oil. Maybe I can try and oil down my tools and try it again. I don't know if that is a real
You
fucking
know,
thing.
we were hitting things later on this journey with cold, so I could like try and cold the door a little bit.
That feels like it'd make it worse.
I have.
Yep.
That's not gonna help, actually.
Fucking doors.
Just punch.
Always.
Oh man.
I know. I was thinking. We can obviously try to break through the door, but that's probably
Not gonna.
not gonna happen.
Nope.
Give it another go. Put a little oil on there and see
I'll
if
do
it's
one more
slippy.
go. One more go. If that doesn't work, maybe we can freeze it. See if that negates the fire trap.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
This is it, basically.
I'm gonna just oil down the tools a little.
Gonna be hanging out in this little room. Till
Yeah, we could
Put a
try
little
two
bit of
other
oil-
doors that have never
oil on the
been
lock.
opened before.
Rub it in.
Make another check.
Son of a bitch. Just give me like a natural 20 or something. It's just getting worse. 10 total.
10 total. There's a confidence that comes with how easily it makes its way past the previous barriers, now that the oil has been applied. And you're like, all right, this is the one. And you feel it catch on the tumble that's been a problem. You're like, yes, this is it. And you twist, you kind of hold it with the edge with your other hand and begin to pull up, and you feel it give. Oh, no. You can go ahead and delete your thieves' tools from
Brutal.
Someone else try it. Fuck this door.
Yeah, sure. I got 3 daggers and a pitten. Is that how you say that? A pitten? Pitten?
I've said Python, I got shit for it, because I don't know how it's pronounced.
Okay.
I think it's Pitten.
It's
What's
wait.
smaller? Let's try a dagger. I'll try a dagger. I have a 0 dex modifier, so this will be awesome. What's your dex mod, Ashley?
+3, so I could.
Do you want to try
Yeah, I'll
with
give it
one
a
of these
go.
daggers?
Okay. Yes.
So you're trying to pick it with a dagger.
If you got a natural 20 right now.
Nope.
I was gonna say if you did get it after 20, let's just go with your roll.
So you're trying to pick it with a dagger?
She is.
Okay.
I'm just warming this bitch up.
Wait, advantage on dex against effects that you can.
That's saving throw against like
it's
a
magical.
See, that's saving throw. That's fine.
Might just be
That would be 13 total.
Yeah. You can only get the blade partially in because the broken tool is jammed in the lock, and the lock is currently non-functional.
Afraid of.
This door will not be unlocked through normal means.
Will
has
not-
I'm gonna just start pounding at the door.
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check. Is this raging or not?
Raging.
All right, so you do get advantage on it.
Okay, even better. That would be
Boy.
22.
22. In that moment of frustration, as you all stand there kind of glancing around the space, you hear. You glance over and see Yasha is just rage kicking this door once, twice, again, and again, and again. And you think, what bad things can happen when rage kicking a trapped door? And as you begin to kind of go in to try and say something to stop her or prevent the circumstance,
I wasn't trying to stop
her fury and strength still pushing into it, you watch as the wood begins to give, and with one final kick, poof, the door slams open, breaking off of the grip that the handle once had. Shush, it opens up, and you can see before it the open doorway. So, this hallway before you, due to the nature of this broken door, is drifting away from you.
Go,
Run.
go, 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 go.
All right, so you all start running in. I need you all to make an athletics check for me to leap as the connection between this chamber, this egress, and the hallway is been severed and it is drifting.
All right. Well, the ladies will make it.
It was Mage's Bane or something.
Mage's Bane.
Mage's Bane.
20 flat. 14. 20.
26.
15.
And it was
20.
20? Okay, you all quickly run and leap into this black void space, the in-between, where these various pockets of mage-crafted dimensions are tenuously tethered to each other. This tether now broken. In that space as you leap and you see the edge of this hallway beginning to pull away and the stone begin to kind of break and bend at the edges where it unravels. You feel like you might just fall up or fall down or to the side. Suddenly, there's that moment where gravity and direction doesn't make much sense. Beauregard, you land. Ford, you land, and you feel the bricks give way, and you just continue to push forward. Yasha, you catch the lip of it, and you feel it give way. It's like stepping on the edge of a waterbed, where it just gives underneath your weight, and you begin to lose yourself. Your balance begins to shift, and you reach out and grab the side of the wall, and that begins to give as well. You've made the leap, but the actual tunnel is collapsing.
Okay. I am going to cast Radiant Soul, bamf out my wings, and try to find some, just fly through the
All right.
hallway.
You guys watch as Yasha begins to tumble backward into the space, and then the glowing white feathered wings erupt from behind her shoulders. And with that, you pick up your momentum to pursue the path that your friends are currently there waiting, and she gains on you. This does enable you to continue through this hallway before it entirely collapses. As you all push past, you come towards the edge of the doorway into the familiar hexagonal chamber. It is at a heavy side angle to the left. Everything is this odd side. It's almost like you're coming into a room from the wrong element. But as soon as you come through that space, you shift, and gravity writes itself into the orientation of this room. You see in this chamber the familiar study, where the large portrait of Halas would be, but apparently has been taken down. You can see the various bookcases are currently emptied, and the desk drawers are partially ajar in themselves also, without contents. Indeed, this place has been ransacked by...
That removes temptation.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Well, we got through.
Yeah, that was
Except for a handful of books that remain on the bookshelves, 3 in particular, scattered amongst the room. And there is the stained glass up above the heavy right side bookshelves, where you can still see the wide network of the various outer and inner planes, all interwoven and plotted out, and the familiar small red gem amongst them.
I can hear what you're thinking.
I didn't say shit.
You can go look at the books real fast, because we're like, it's probably like been a month already on
Oh, that's not what I was thinking.
I'll assist.
What were you thinking?
Give a browsies.
Oh no, I was just wondering, gonna poke some gems.
Some other gems?
No,
Wait, what are the gems? The gems were something? What's the gems?
So on that stained glass window,
Yes.
we touch the red one in the middle. It'll send us to the next place we need to go.
Great.
Immediately. But do you want to look at the 3 books, or we just go?
Let's look at the 3 books.
All right, let's look at the 3 books. Let's do it.
We'll
Let's
do
do
it
it.
fast. Let's all pick up a book.
No, touch a book.
Okay.
Just gonna, I'll take this one over here.
Just look, don't touch.
I'm just looking.
Okay, so there's one kind of closest to you, which is to the right of you, as you head towards the upward area to where the stained glass is. There's one that's on the far left side, and one of the smaller kind of bookshelves resting to the right underneath where the portrait used to be. And there's one on the very, very far end that you can
Well, I'll
just
go
barely
take a
make.
book.
Okay,
One
well, I'll
book
go
each.
take a book.
Okay.
Fine, we split up.
Yeah.
1-1-1.
Okay, who's going to which one?
I'll take the one by the portrait.
I'll take the one far away.
Yeah, I'll go far left cubby corner.
Okay.
Also, remember the furniture here can turn into shit. So if it moves, you fuck it up, and then you go to the stained glass window immediately and touch the red.
Touch the red stone.
Yeah, I point out the red stone in the stained glass window that hasn't changed, right?
Make a perception check.
Fucking Mercer! 19!
Looks pretty much the same as you recall. All right, so who's doing what with which book?
I just want to read the spine.
You read the spine, there is no title on it. There is a chain wrapped around it, though, like a blackened chain that's kind of around the binding.
Dicks.
It's got a chain?
You have a chain around yours?
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Do you have a chain around yours?
Do I?
Not wrapped around it, but where the not on the spine, but on the inside, you can see there's some sort of a locking mechanism that closes the book that is locked to the back wall, like it is kind of fixed to the back of the bookcase.
Oh, it's like locked to the actual thing?
Mm-hmm.
Mine's locked. It's stuck to
Like
it.
a diary?
What?
Like a diary?
I don't know. It doesn't have anything on the outside. It's got a lock.
Should we just take them and then look at them later? Or are they
Mine's
actually
locked!
connected to the thing?
What's yours look like?
Does yours have any chains or locks or lockets?
Mine's ready to go. And what is it? Is it chained? I don't
ap-
touch it.
It doesn't appear to be chained. It's just.
I'll check the
just a-
spine, see if I can see anything.
What languages do you know?
Abyssal, celestial, and common.
You do not recognize the text on the spine of this book.
It says something. It says something, but I can't read it.
Yeah, I mean, look, if a super powerful wizard like Yuza came in here and took everything except these three, there's a reason.
Yeah, but what if Caleb could use them, you know?
I want to give it to Caleb too, but also I want the three of us to be able to go back to Caleb.
Fair.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Stained
Just
glass.
gonna
window.
leave them?
Yep.
We're not even gonna know what they are?
We just got.
I
We
hate
barely
this.
escaped Trent twice. Not fucking around with death books.
Can you at least just look at the spine of this one to see if any of you can read it?
I read
Okay.
Orcish and Common. I'm pretty sure it's not in Orcish.
I read Deep Speech and Undercommon.
None of you can recognize the text on the spine of this
Damn
book.
it.
Nah, looks
Let's go.
Okay.
Does yours say anything?
No.
No, it's just got a lock.
Being a Cobalt Soul monk who can speak languages, can I like deduce what the language might be, even though I can't read it?
We have that monk ability where you can understand languages but not read them, correct?
Yeah, I can speak them,
Correct.
but I can't read it.
Yeah, if you don't have this particular language chosen, then you would not, unfortunately. You recognize the script looks somewhat elvish in nature. It looks like an older form of elvish or sylvan, but it's not something that you
To be
like-
fair, mine is attached. Is yours, can you pick it up and bring it with you? Or is it
Think so.
chained to the furniture?
I'm gonna reach out and touch it.
You touch the book.
Can I pull it off the shelf?
You can, or you try to as you pull. It's tethered. There is a chain on the back end, and as you tug it, you hear something else in the chamber.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. We run. We run.
What's happening?
We run.
One of the bookshelves on the opposite right side, right where you are standing, Ashley, begins to shift into the floor, and behind it, you can see revealed what was hidden behind it, what looks to be a humanoid shape made of carved brown clay. About 9 feet tall. And as it slowly descends past, its head goes towards you and its eyes flash.
Let's go.
Go, 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 go.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
All right, so you all rush up towards the.
I'd pick you up and fly, but you can run up walls and shit, and you have wings, so
I'm good.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just with what I mean. My
The wings would have probably dropped by this point.
Okay.
It's gonna last for about a minute.
okay.
But you run pretty quick.
Yes.
So as you all dart up to the above these bookshelves to get to that stained glass, you begin to hear this bookshelf as it's lowering is lowering too slow for this creature, and you can see the wood splintering. And bits of wood and splinters are scattering across the stone floor. You all get to the top, and the stained glass is there.
we run. It's right here. Touch at the same time. 1, 2, 3.
As you all touch it, suddenly the stained glass shatters into 1,000 pieces, revealing this black space, star-filled void in front of you. And with that, this horrendous sucking sound fills your ears as you feel yourself suddenly dragged into it. This force of gravity just plucks and pulls all of you into this black vacuous void. You have no ability to withstand it, and you just kind of give in as you are plunged into nothing, into space, into a void. With that, as the glass around you kind of dissipates, you see it reform behind you, and the stained glass just kind of fades away into nowhere. And then suddenly, you're falling. You're falling, and you look down below and you can see stone rushing towards you as you all, in a flash of light, plummet approximately 30 feet out of the air onto a stone floor. I need you all to make an acrobatics check for me, please.
slow fall as well.
I do.
Ooh,
We fell
natural
on the
20?
dragon.
5.
Natural 1.
Oh. But don't you have dope monk shit?
Yeah, it's fine.
Not for everything.
I have slow fall.
You do have slow fall, that's all right.
Yeah, I negate fall damage.
Yeah, well,
My-
you would be 13 points of bludgeoning damage. You take half, so that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
6 points. Okay.
Yep, 13 to you, Ford, and you take, I'm pretty sure, none. Because I'm wrong. She does have dump monk shit. I totally forgot.
My
You're right.
Thaler's ability to take full damage.
Fuck up your superhero fall and just like, and
Oh man,
yeah, don't look good.
it's not a great 3-point landing. I'm not gonna lie.
But you all kind of look around the space, and you are now getting up in this chamber that is familiar to two of you. It is a Y-shaped chamber with these two wide ridges kind of on this side, and you are in the left-hand side, kind of in the middle area. And on the far, far end, you can see what looks to be a pedestal of some kind with an orb affixed to it. This was where the dragon was previously encountered. You can see the grooves that run along the ground that splinter off into the two other sides of the chamber.
Any carcass?
No carcass.
They're clean. This is our way out. That pedestal will form. At the end of either of those halls, we have to charge those sigils with cold energy. I have that.
You do.
And then it should present us a way out of here. Yeah.
Okay.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready.
Cool. Anything in this room that's different or that catches our eye?
Make a perception check.
Any locked fucking books? Ooh, 18. These are good perception checks.
Good. Nothing at the moment.
I'm gonna do this quickly. I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
All right.
At first level for this. And I will run down to either of the two, let's say left first.
Okay.
At the split and find
So
that
you head on the
sigil.
left side, and there you see this is right there. As you approach and step within its space, the ice energy that's gathered around your torso begins to break off in chunks, and it all begins to form into the sigil. It glows, and you watch as the groove on the ground begins to alight with crackling arcane energy. It hits the center point and then reflects, kind of bending off, heading towards the far end of the chamber, and you both see that sphere on the opposite end begin to faintly glow on top of the pedestal.
Is that's supposed to happen? This is normal.
That's
Okay.
normal. That's good.
I start running back towards the middle, and I'm like, one more! I head down the other way.
All right, as you're doing that, you begin to hear, both of you, this distant shattering sound. And this faint tearing noise. As you glance above, you see in a stone ceiling, this line tears open into a black starscape.
Go fast.
I'm going fast.
All right.
Take out the Holy Avenger to be ready, just in case.
Okay. It is unattuned, so it just acts as a standard greatsword, just so you know. All right, you rush to the other side, and there's the secondary crystal there waiting for you with the kind of the glyphs around the base of it. What do you do?
Run up. Don't be there. And I headbutt it. Yep. Nothing?
What are you trying to do here?
Armor of Agathis.
You've cast it once, and it's gone.
Cast it again.
Oh, Armor of Agathis, first level again!
But I like that you did headbutt it first.
As the singular trickle of blood drifts down your forehead.
It's
This guy's good. It needs blood magic, this one.
And you can't cast it at first level. You always cast at max level as a warlock.
Fuck!
I mean, it's fine. It doesn't
not
matter.
true.
You only get spell slots as it is, yeah.
I get 3 first level slots and 3 5-level slots.
No, you don't.
According to D&D Beyond, I do.
Oh, wait, no, as a paladin. That's right. I'm sorry, I missed. So, yeah, you can cast both ways. You are correct. You can do that. I'm sorry. I forgot that for a moment. It's been a while. That's on me. Travis got a gotcha moment on me. Well done.
God.
Uh-oh.
What is that?
What is that?
Uh-oh,
A cat toy?
the chamber is collapsing.
He's coming.
What is it?
Sounds like a terrible.
I feel like
Your
maybe it's a
vibrator?
cat
That's
toy.
Travis's personal massager.
Yeah. Ooh, jeez. Don't die.
What was that? Is that a live wire?
What was that?
Something's spinning up over here.
Interesting.
You have a motor for your fog machine?
I don't have a. I haven't used it in a while, so no.
Yeah, it sounds like it's for the fog machine.
Oh, it might have been
plugged
something
in?
that accidentally got enclosed there. Well, interesting.
Plug it? Do we need to unplug it?
No, I think we're okay.
We should. It's spinning up.
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
It's spinning?
Yeah, something or whatever.
Hang on, let's. Can we have a TD? Can we have Jerry?
I got it.
Or
Got it?
up.
Oh,
I got it. I turned off up here. It looks like there was plugged in the thing.
gotcha. Nice.
Even though
Yay!
Just
the
add
live
to the full
experience.
stress
Yeah.
Woo!
of the thing.
Well, we'll edit that out.
Yeah.
Oops.
Don't fuck with electrical whirring things.
So, as you cast Armor Agathis a second time at the next crystal, as the blood trickles down your face, that too breaks off and is pulled into the crystal. That glows, and then you watch as the route meets the secondary one. At this point, you both looking up, you can see something kind of float by before it begins to descend rapidly in your direction.
Did
do you
he
do?
follow us? That big golem thing?
I'm running.
Doesn't
I'm
look like
running.
they-
I'm running to you. We need to get out of here.
Okay,
that
okay,
spear,
come on,
touch
come on,
it.
come on.
Yeah.
Just ready to go, just in case, but I'm
backing up towards the pedestal.
Okay,
the
Ford
outfit?
begins to approach right as it falls out of the ground and slams down onto its legs. The ground, the stone seems to crack slightly under its weight. Go ahead and make a general dexterity check for me.
That's just mean. 4.
It drops and cuts you off from the other two.
Cool.
I scream out, "Hey! Come here!"
Make an intimidation check.
Where's it? Oh, -2 for intimidation. Okay.
You can use your strength for it.
Okay.
I'll say,
Well,
for purposes of that, it makes sense.
13 total.
13 total. It stays locked onto Ford.
That's okay.
And I would like you all to roll initiative. Yeah. We don't have to go into a battlefield for this, since we only have 3 players. We're going to play this one kind of more theater of mind.
Theater of the mind.
Hey, there's the natural 20.
Battlefield was
Little
not brought to you by
cocks.
Dwarven Forge.
It's better.
Had nothing to do with it.
I'm gonna use my boots. It's boots time.
Oh wow.
That's
All right. So 25 to 20.
sorry. 22.
20.
Ooh, nice.
18. Sorry.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Oh yes.
Okay.
This
So as it now stands up after impacting to the ground and rising its form, you can see where its forearms widen to these massive battering ram-like fists made of some sort of a hardened clay. Looking straight towards you, it has a somewhat featureless face other than a bump of a nose and these burning yellow eyes that are looking right towards you as it kind of glances towards you. However, Beauregard, you're up first. What are you doing?
Oh my goodness gracious, clay pipes are about to burst.
This is some anti-magic shit.
I feel like constructs can't be stunned, but I don't know if it's a construct. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna run up and pop. I'm gonna take my staff out. I'm gonna go for the knees.
Okay.
Oh, that
Run.
was really bad. Run! I want to make sure you get by first.
I have jumping around shit for days. Run!
Did I move? How much movement did I use?
I'll say like 5
You have
feet.
jumping- you can
Because
get-
you guys
you
were
can-
waiting for
Yeah,
Ford to
just
get
get
there,
out!
and it just divided between the two of you. So you were backing up a little bit into the hallway, so it would be about 5 feet to get back to where you were.
Okay, first hit is 18
18 hits.
stunning strike.
Okay, we'll roll damage first.
I guess. Okay. My brain 12.
12 points damage already. Stunning strike. That is an 8.
He is stunned.
Yes, he is.
And then second damage. Great.
help you out.
9 damage.
9 damage. Yeah. So as you pummel him twice from behind,
Okay.
Not too bad.
your fist actually
right.
finds a portion of the hardened clay armor that cracks, and as it breaks through, you hit something softer on the inside.
Okay.
And as it does, you watch from its side as it kind of brings its fist back, it kind of locks up into place. And it's just kind of holding its position, the eyes, the energy kind of flickering as it's not moving.
Right in the sciatic nerve. Okay, and I'm going to bolt to the thing.
All right. As you see it locked up and kind of freezing in place, you hear this slight whine sound, like this echoing inside of it. You rush back and dart towards the far end of the chamber where the kind of now brightly glowing sphere is. That finishes your go?
Yeah.
Ford, you're up.
How far away am I from the sphere now?
Oh no, you are. It is a 60-foot tunnel, and you're almost there.
Okay.
I'll hear the whining sound and it kind of locked up in this position, and I will not do magic stuff and just kind of like walk around it and try and bolt physically without using magic past it.
Okay.
Nothing to see here.
Any swipes up my back?
None.
Ooh, okay. I will double that and just try and move all the way to the
Hell yes.
as far as I can for 60 total feet.
Right. So you don't quite get there. You're
Right.
about 10 feet away because you had to move around it and then go down the length of the 60-foot run at that point.
We're all pretty close together now.
Well, it comes to Yasha's turn. Yasha was kind of right about there as well. So what are you doing for your turn?
I am going to slowly back up.
Okay.
Not slowly, fast, rather. A fast backwards run, which doesn't make any sense. And just keeping my eye on him and trying to get back to the sphere.
Okay, cool. So if you use your action and your movement,
It's my hilt, the hilt of my sword.
yeah.
I know that did kind of look like it. Yeah.
Stay back.
He's tiny.
So yeah, but if you use your action and your movement, you can get there without an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you rush over there and you can see now this kind of spherical placed in crystal that matches the other ones, but is a bit larger and has a bunch of runes and signs around it. That's your turn. Is there anything else you want to do? Or just wait for them?
I'm gonna rage just in case.
Sure, go in there. Go to a waiting rage.
Go in there cave.
Yes.
You got it.
I like
Raging.
where you're at, stay there.
Yeah. Just in case.
Okay.
Learn my lesson.
The entity is stunned, so it stays there until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
Beauregard.
All right, we ready?
Yeah,
Let's do it. Let's
Do we do the thing? Touch it again?
yeah, the big glowing sphere, you touch it, boom,
Let's do it. I run
pop
up,
the pedestal.
touch the sphere.
Bow just appears to atomize.
No.
Yep.
Go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Me too. Boom, boom. Almost.
The three of you vanish. And now we move to the other group.
Oh, Jesus, those pauses are killer.
Is that
How long was that? How long was that?
That was a while.
So like 45
It was like almost an hour.
almost an hour.
So
We'll
we're
find
level
out.
15 now, right?
Yeah. I got 4 more eyes.
The rest of you
Oh no.
Oh no.
arrive in a shaded cavern lit by numerous nebulous sources of firelight. Glancing about, you see a tall, rocky ceiling that reaches above you, porous and black as a number of chain lanterns hang to cast some additional light within the inside. The air smells of sulfur and charcoal, and it is uncomfortably hot in here. You immediately break into a sweat as your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness in here with bits of pinpoint light. You can see some of that glow in here. Some of the source is, instead of just being a small fire or a lantern, there is a pouring river of molten rock that is slowly snaking its way through the chamber.
Stinking its way.
I take my 7d6 sneak attack damage. And as you all kind of take in this quiet surrounding in this space around you, Caleb and Caduceus and Jester as well, I'd say, you can see what looks to be elements of furniture not far from you. To your left, you can see some tables and like a shelf unit and some scattering of instruments and a chair in the middle of this hellscape of a chamber. But here you are.
Does it look like old furniture, or does it look like it's in use?
Cozy.
Certainly go check if you like.
From our current vantage point, are there any tunnels out, doors out, any way out of the chamber that we're in that we can see?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna just walk up. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm just gonna look at like the couch or whatever.
1?
Yep.
The light in here is a little dark, and there's a lot of odd tricks it's playing on you with the variations between shadow and bright burning rock. You probably have to take a little more time to figure that out. As you look into the furniture nearby, there is a faint kind of dusting of soot across it, but it all is fairly made, and looks like it's very well crafted. It's probably either made by some great artisan somewhere.
Like not giant size or anything?
No, normal person size. You do see a cluster of notebooks kind of on the base part of one of the shelves. And the shelves are mostly empty, except for a handful of these notebooks piled in there.
Can I look at one of the notebooks?
Careful over there.
Sure. The first thing you notice is you kind of pick it up and look through it. It's not made of normal paper. The pages in this are like a flexible, fireproof, enchanted silk.
Oh.
Wow.
And they're cold to the touch, unnaturally so versus everything else in this chamber, which has a very warm, almost hot temperature to it. Even as kind of you get up off the ground almost burns your hands just touching it. And the air is thick and heavy, and even just breathing in here is a little uncomfortable. If you breathe in too much too quickly, the heat begins to actually kind of scald the inside of your lungs a little bit. What languages do you know?
Infernal and common.
Okay. What were you saying, Caduceus?
I was just going to throw a detect magic up just to see if any of this stuff is do not touch.
You don't recognize anything magical in the space here necessarily.
Okay.
Maybe some faint elements of some of the instruments, but you haven't gotten a good look at them, and it's a faint aura on them.
All right.
I assume I don't understand any of the words.
You do, actually.
Oh.
But we'll get to that in a moment, because right now the rest of you are kind of taking in the space. Marion is like, so, where are we?
Well, we don't exactly know, but the plan is we are just going to check this area, make sure it's safe, and hopefully stay put until the others join us, and then we will leave. I don't know what your daughter is doing, but when she is done, I can throw up a sort of a protective barrier for all of us, and we can spend most of our time in there, and it will be far more comfortable than this is.
It's okay, Mama. I'm just looking to see if this says who owns this place.
Very well. You hear another voice go, whoa, cool.
It is cool. It is cool, but this is a kind of a field trip like when you go to a museum and can't touch anything. So we should just look with our eyes, but not with our hands.
Is that lava?
It's real lava. Yeah. Yeah. Don't touch. No.
As he kind of grabs his shoulders from behind and just kind of pulls him close. Honey,
Uh-huh.
how long are we going to be here?
Well, a day, a night. We might have to spend the night here, but that's only so that the magic users can rest up, and then we'll be off to a much safer place. So far, pretty safe though. Nobody's here, right?
Okay. If you see anything strange, just let us know, and if you notice the damp parts of my trousers, don't tell anyone.
You know what? Here, take this.
It's actually drying off pretty quickly in here. This is
Take this.
beneficial.
Take this scepter. Just hold on to it for me. I don't need it right now. Just hold on to it for a while, and it might, just in case, just hold on to it and just sort of get a feel for it for about an hour. Just in case.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can I
Protects
sit?
you.
Is there anything moving on the horizon? Anything strange?
Make a perception check.
Just roll the one I can't read well, because that's funny. 16.
16. I mean, there are flickers of firelight across, like dancing across the ceiling, kind of refracting through them to give variations in visibility in the chamber. There are, rocks and boulders and elements that kind of peak at different edges of the walls, and some obscure elements of the lava flow on the far corner, and the lanterns themselves kind of have a flickering to them as well. You do see across either all the way around the southern exterior of where this pool seems to descend beneath the ground, or across it directly, you can see an opening that progresses out of this chamber.
Huh. So
we can get out, things can get in.
Well, I mean...
How big is that passage that he found?
It's about 10 feet across or so, and maybe about 8 feet tall. It's not perfectly carved. It looks kind of naturally formed, like a lava tube of some kind. Like air over time jettisoned out and created this escape.
I may have something.
I have ideas as well.
Now, while you're discussing that, you're looking through this element. It's written in Infernal, and even just at a quick glance, it talks a lot about connections between planes. It discusses the odd network of locations and overlapping realms, existences. It seems, as opposed to any sort of long-form explanatory book, it is a bunch of notes, so it has a shorthand feel to it. You're kind of having a hard time making sense of it all, since it seems to be notes written to the reader for later conjecture. How you can take more time and read it, but it'll take time to read it.
What are we doing?
Well, we are just getting an idea of our safety here. Are you all right over there?
I'm okay. I'm just reading about all the different planes. I'm gonna put down the happy fun ball. I'm gonna just pull out my pen and start making additional notes in the notebook.
Okay.
Make sure the fun ball doesn't roll away or anything.
Yeah, I've got it. I'm standing and the fun ball's between my feet. You know when you hold it between you.
Maybe put a rock or something.
I'm just holding it between my feet.
Okay.
Teleport out into the lava.
Yep. How big is this hallway opening? Is it standard door size?
8
or is
feet
it
tall cavern, he said.
Yeah, 8 feet tall, about 10 feet wide, and it's higher on one side than the other. So it's about kind of 7 foot on one and 8.5 on the other. It's lopsided and natural.
I could burn a lot of magic and seal it shut.
If I flip through the stuff, can I find
enough for a
specific
dome?
planes? Is there a page dedicated to each plane, or is it
Dome takes me.
If you want to take, flipping through, it's still investigation. If you want to roll an investigation check to see if you're looking for anything specific.
Dome's radius is high enough to touch the
Hey,
sea.
Traveler, check this out. I'm guiding.
So the dome would seal it anyway.
Yeah.
Do we wait for them to bamf out before dome?
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah, we definitely should.
I'd say put it up, and when they come out, they come out.
Yeah, Dome is. I just need a little bit of time, but it's a pretty limitless resource if we're safe.
I will keep an eye in this direction, and if anything moves, I don't know what I'll do.
Just tell them Halas. Yusa sent us. Don't mention Halas.
Should I go look outside the cavern just to get a sense of where we are and if things are coming towards us or anything?
You can. While I begin, I will sit down. I will walk over to where Caduceus is, and first pat him on the back and say, I'm scared for us, but this was an excellent idea.
Thank you. It was kind of last minute. I'm already finding some breaks in my logic, but thank you.
No, don't sell yourself short. Thank you. And Caleb will sit and he pulls out his book and begins to ritual cast the dome where the chamber is. It has a radius of 10 feet, so if the archway of this cavern or passage is 7 or 8 feet, the dome could act like a cork in the bottle. Mm-hmm. And even if you take too long, please don't take too long. You can still come back in.
Is anyone hurt, by the way?
So you're going to do it now?
I will begin. It's going to take me 10 or 11 minutes.
Why don't I just go peek out and just sort of get a sense of where we are, or if we're in immediate danger or anything?
Yeah, careful.
Okay.
We're not in immediate danger. Everything's fine, Mama.
This certainly feels like immediate danger, but
No. We're just visiting somebody's house, that's all.
They left the heat on. It's fine.
Guidance or resistance? I'm trying to decide. Do you want to be safe from things, or you want to be better at things?
Better.
Guidance it is.
Okay. So I'll sneak and stealth and sneak.
Give Beth a little.
I would, but I'm in the middle of
doing
perception
things.
checking
Oh,
my.
never
I wouldn't
mind.
be.
Carry on.
I'm gonna just go over to the mouth of the cave, Matthew, and just peek out stealthily.
all right. Well, go ahead and roll stealth check to.
30.
Okay, it's pretty stealthy. As you make your way through the tunnel, it is fairly lightless for about 120 or so feet.
Oh, that's long.
Tunnel curls, kind of waves back and forth. You're lost in the darkness at this point. You're kind of having to feel your way around.
So there's no mouth of it?
At the at this tunnel, not yet.
Oh, it just keeps going.
It just keeps going for the time being. Do you keep going?
No, no. Once I get about 100, 120 feet, I'll turn back.
I'll make a perception check
Oh boy.
with disadvantage
Disadvantage.
because you're in pitch black.
You can add a D4 to it.
Oh. Pretty good. 19. For me, that's good.
It's been fairly dark, and that fear is creeping into your mind of like, this could be an endless oubliette of lightless death, and I could just vanish from my own. And right as that thought hits you, you can see just the very faintest bit of light reflecting off the far wall before it curves in the corner. The first change you've seen in this black expanse.
Don't trust it. Don't trust it. It's like, did you ever see The Descent? Where it feels like you see light, but then you're in a cavern and it's the trick of your eyes and you end up trapped down in forever.
You know what?
Thanks, little boy.
I never saw The Descent, so I'll keep going.
Okay.
So good.
It's really
You've got to watch
Until you-
it.
I'll just peek around.
Originally UK version, not the
Yeah,
shitty
watch
American
the
ending.
British version.
Watch the descent.
Yeah. You continue down this tunnel, and the light gets brighter and brighter, and then eventually you see an end, an opening, kind of an orange haze beyond it.
Like the cave, like the tunnel ends in just pure orange or opens out to something?
It ends, and then just at this distance, you just see just an orange haze. You'd have to kind of walk to the end to kind of really look out to where it's going.
Boy, that's dangerous. I have to walk out of the cave to see.
Or much closer to the entrance.
How far from me?
Say 40, 50 feet.
Oh my god, it's so far. It's so fucking far. I'm like 200 feet away from these people now.
I feel like someone in this campaign stepped out and got instantly squished in one of these scenarios before.
I don't remember.
I don't know. it
Smaller
happened so
character.
quick.
Smaller.
Barely remember his name.
Yep.
I will.
Splat? Splurt.
Splart.
I will turn around and go back.
Okay. You trace your way back.
Yes.
Great.
Hey, there's an end to this tunnel.
Okay.
It's 200 feet away. I'm not really good in the dark. I think I should use the buddy system. There's no traps or anything. Someone want to come and just check it out with me one more time?
I'll come with you as soon as I get done looking at this journal that I'm busy looking at.
Oh, okay. Seems weird, but sure. Hey, have you ever seen The Descent?
Oh my gosh, it's so scary.
I haven't.
Super claustrophobic.
Anyway, what'd you find?
I don't know. I rolled a 23 though.
You did. And as you're glancing through, I mean, there are maps of the cosmic planes matched with equations, kind of half-built, that you don't really understand. Small notes in the margins about people and places within each of these locations. Pontification on balance and imbalance between them. You find
I'm gonna write, this plane made me have to poop.
There you go. Make a dexterity check for me.
This roll is a gift.
Right, from
This is an Airbnb in hell or wherever.
or fire plane or something.
9?
From a, you said it was from a.
You're having a hard time matching this handwriting,
That's okay.
but it gets the point across.
Yeah.
The theories on a pattern of change begin to kind of peek through in some of the notes. A slow shift in the structure between the planes, and a possible sudden shift in the cosmic tapestry down the road. And you can see a lot of these notes. There's a combination of worry and excitement gleaned from them. This person is just pontificating about possible cosmic events down the road that could be catastrophic or very exciting and unique. Remaking of the cosmos.
Wow.
But they're all theories.
Okay. Hey, Caleb,
Yes?
when you get done, can you read Infernal? You
I
can if
can-
you give it some time.
Yeah.
When you get done with your dome, you should totally look at this book because I think you would really like it. It's
Hold
about all these different planes and mathematical equations.
I'm about to lose my place.
No, just keep working then.
Okay.
Don't let me distract you.
You're not very distracting.
Okay. So it's about astral planes and like different kind of cosmic lineups and stuff like that. It's really anyway. I'm just gonna put it right next to you.
1 + 2
I'm gonna
+
go
2 +
sneak down the tunnel with that. So if you need anything, we'll just be really close. Okay.
So you finished thumbing through
Yeah.
that envelope? Okay.
I figure
Just toss it
Caleb
in the
probably
lava.
knows better than I do on that stuff.
Okay. What do you do now?
Want to come investigate with me?
Yeah.
Okay. But I got a little lost on the way, so I don't know.
It's like a straight line.
Well, it winds a little. It's dark. I can't see in the dark.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold your hand.
Okay, hold my hand, but just know I'm like almost completely useless right now.
You can see in the dark, right?
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Caleb, if you find anything about the Fey Realm or anything when you're looking at the different planes, let me know because I would love to know more about the Fey Realm or the astral plane. I think that's a really important one.
Fair
Okay, let's go.
plane. Carry the 2. Radius is 8.5 feet. Do you want my drift globe? Shit, I'm starting over.
What's that? What's a drift globe?
You want
this-
the drift globe?
It floats. It's light.
You have it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't stolen with all our other stuff?
No, I carry it on my person at all
Great,
times.
I'll take it.
Careful, don't. You can just do light or you can do daylight. We don't want
I
daylight.
don't want daylight.
Yeah,
You're both healed up, right? You're good?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
Are you sure you don't want you want a little kick? You want a little kick?
I'm okay, probably.
Okay, one more.
Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. So while you guys are going into the tunnel, Caduceus, what are you doing?
I'm just keeping an eye out. Well, Caleb, I'm keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. This place is weird.
Okay. As you're kind of sitting there keeping an eye out, little Luke kind of creeps up next to you and kind of follows your eye line.
See anything?
Yeah.
What do you see?
I don't know.
Me neither. It's worrisome.
Yeah.
What do you smell?
Smells like farts.
It does.
Is that you?
I mean, probably. Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
I like your face.
Oh, thank you. I like how tall you are. It's nice. What do you hear?
Farts.
Try and just listen for one at a time. That's the trick. I gently let one go.
Starts laughing.
Uncle Deucey.
He'll go far. Gently.
Don't force it.
Just
It's like playing
barely
flute.
shivering.
Can't blow too hard.
Alrighty, now as the two of you make your way down the tunnel,
We're sneaking.
We're sneaking.
stealth check on both of you then, please.
Okay. And also, I'm going to guide myself. I'm going to guide. Oh, wait. Can I Blessing of the Trickster? You don't need it. You've got advantage anyway.
I'm okay.
I'm going to guide myself.
Okay.
You've got guidance.
I do. 32.
19.
Okay. You quietly make your way towards the edge of this tunnel. You're not using the drift globe at the moment, right?
No.
Because that would break the spell.
That seems foolhardy.
As you approach the opening, the mouth of this, you begin to carefully crystallize your vision on what was just this kind of orange haze as you look out into this endless badlands of broken, burning land and black rock, distant mountains that are set aflame, and a sky horizon that is burning orange and red. You can see distant tornadoes of flame just tearing through the landscape, and jutting bits of glass like rock that seems to be poking from beneath the ground and causing these beautiful, if dangerous, jagged gardens of melted sand. On the far, far distant horizons, you can see black clouds of ash. And the temperature on the inside of the tunnel is hot. It is even hotter outside. And even just inhaling causes you to kind of cough a little bit from the heat.
Any signs of life out there?
Not in the sense that you're used to. There's a lot of things moving around, but it all appears to be strangely weather patterns and fire and clouds and dust.
This is awful.
Yeah, this place sucks. Yeah. Just along the immediate sort of area of like where someone might walk into the cave, is there any signs of footprints or tracks of any kind?
Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
Ooh. Can I give you advantage? Can I help?
Sure.
You just roll. You can do.
No, you do. You double.
Investigation, natural 20.
Damn, for a total of?
If I use Caduceus's whatever, that's 35.
Jesus.
You do see footprints. You see a number of sets of footprints that would be faded, kind of leading just outside of the cave, and once they begin to open to the kind of ashy exterior, they are buried. They've just a bunch of soot and dust has filled it. But you see all manner of kind of humanoid footprints going in and out.
I can't tell how old they are.
Would that roll? Yeah, you would. Probably a year or more.
Oh.
You gather?
Wow. I just kneel down next to Veth and like look at her and say, "You're really good at
The
this.
light is just perfect. You know,
Like-
it's this orange glow. I can see everything right
You should seriously, like, if we save the world and we end up not dying over everything, and Yez is okay with it, we should seriously, like, think about opening up a detective agency.
I've thought about that a lot, actually.
Right?
Yes, I have some other ideas, but yes, that sounds. We could crack some case.
I mean, you're a natural.
Your instincts are second to none.
Thank you so much.
And we're a good team because you can, when we have to interrogate someone, you can turn on the charm, you can woo them with your wiles.
I can make them totally fall in love with me with spells.
Do you think we would investigate, like, because most sort of private for hire sort of detectives investigate, like, oh, I think she's cheating on me. That sort of like boring stuff. Are you interested in that?
I
or-
mean, I like the high profile cases, you know what I
I
mean?
agree.
Yeah.
I don't want to just be like tracking some guy
Murder.
and catching him, fondling some person
Yeah,
in
no,
an alley.
awful.
I don't care about
Boring.
that. No.
Murder, espionage,
kidnap,
grand thefts.
carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
By what will do you disturb the sanctum?
At this point, you realize your conversation may have gotten a bit loud, and this voice emerges from the space around you, sounding like a roaring, crackling fire and a dense wind filled with sand and dust battering the side of a rock-filled valley.
They're on the
sanctum must be cleansed.
No. So use a sentence.
Make a perception check.
We are great detectives.
Okay.
Hardy boy.
24.
24. As you're both kind of on the cusp of this cavern, looking out of this expanse and investigating kind of the walkway out and having this conversation, you hear the voice and you glance up, and there, standing right above the lip of this, and you now can see behind you this massive blackened mountain, this volcanic mass of rock, in which various long tendrils of glowing orange lava are pouring on the sides. You see, clasped over the side, a massive, semi-humanoid, almost feminine figure made of just roiling flame. This entire torso, just burning ember and bright light and fire. The head itself, the hair, this swirling mass of spiraling flame. The eyes, these burning cinders.
The sanctum must be cleansed.
And it dives, kind of curling over on the inside. This is a large entity that darts into the tunnel like a reverse backdraft.
Past us?
They didn't respond to my use of sent us?
At the moment, it did not.
Yeah. Oh no! We should take off after the hours. We'll sprint.
Oh shit!
We found someone!
As you guys are rushing past the fall, you can see like the light source of this flaming entity just vanishing. It is much quicker than both of you.
Even at a full dashy run, I can't.
At a full dash run, you can go how fast in a turn?
30, 30, 30. So 90 if I use my action.
I can go 60 on a turn.
You cannot keep up with this entity. As it darts around, the rest of you are sitting there waiting, and you hear these faint voices and shouting or conversation from the far end echoing down the hallway, and you hear Sourceless echoing through the tunnel the same phrasing, the same.
By what will do you disturb the sanctum?
Oh dear.
If I've run a whole round, can I cast message
The
yet?
sanctum must be cleansed.
Marion, Yeza, Luke, please back up to the end of the cavern, please.
And they all begin to back up. Marion takes Luke and Yeza, and both of them kind of like pull them back towards the shelving unit on the far side, and kind of there's a little space behind it that they begin to kind of shuffle in towards.
Down behind that furniture, thank you. Oh, you ready?
Sure. What are you doing?
Excellent.
I'm casting message as I run to Caleb, saying, "Fire creature incoming! Get ready! Get to safety!"
I'm gonna just be shouting as I'm running down, going, "We mean no harm! We're just friends! We're just visiting!"
I'm gonna kind of not shove hard, but just scooch Caduceus away from me so that we split away from the entrance of that cavern, going to the sides.
Okay. Let me go ahead and arrange.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
No.
My headphones.
Oops.
This-
That was probably my
Jester and
fault.
Not, we're in the
Probably
in-between space from
mine.
Beetlejuice, where the sandworms live, going like, what do you want to do this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hellish combat brought to you by Dwarven Forge's exclusive build of the month for March is available now. Each build includes a custom encounter, a bonus gift card, and of course Dwarven Forge's hand-sculpted and hand-painted terrain. Delve into the sea cave of secrets at bit.ly/Wow. Dwarven Forge CR.
Holy
Whoa.
Marion,
What the fuck, man?
Luke,
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
and Yeza.
The lava is so cool.
Why?
Dude, it's cooling in the pool.
Wow.
We'll
That
say.
looks
That's
awesome.
dumb,
So,
man.
Caduceus and Caleb, whereabouts are you? If this is the exit you found, and this is the little kind of study area there.
Is there a safe way away from the exit into the chamber, or is it all locked off from lava flow?
It's around here.
Okay.
A very thin bridge.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then, since I just said what I said about Caduceus, I'll say that I'm still kind of in harm's way by the exit.
Over here?
Well, I pushed Caduceus out of harm's way in the door, so no, shoot. I mean, you tell me, but I thought this is not going to work at all. I would have been right at the arch. That's where I was casting the dome.
Correct, yeah. So you would have been.
So
right
let's
about
say
there.
I'm still there and I push Caduceus out of the way to safety.
So I'm
Which way do you push Caduceus?
away from the lava.
Oh, this away, sideways.
Here?
No, the
No,
across the
behind
bridge. This
Caleb,
way?
yeah. Yep,
Okay.
yep, that's it.
I will ask you to make an acrobatics check, Caduceus, as this is a rapid attempt to move past a very thin channel that, when you're taking your time, is not too difficult, but in a rush,
no, I don't have time to give
it's
myself
not
anything.
terribly difficult. but
Acrobatics check. Where's my acrobatics? That's 13.
13 will do it. So you manage to push past and put yourself on that end, and the heat is just burning. And it does cool a little bit once it seems to hit that bottom kind of pool area, but nevertheless, it is dangerous. I would like everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
You haven't seen this creature arrive yet. You're not entirely certain what it looks like, but we will get to that likely shortly.
Well, that sucks.
All right. It's okay. It rolled a natural one, so it's going last probably.
Last.
25 to 20. 20 to 15.
Come on, guys!
Hey, if this is the one to roll poorly, I guess this is the one. 15 to 10.
Wow.
What?
Has that ever happened before? Sub 10s only?
Wow.
We're
Really?
losers.
Your NPCs are going before you are.
9.
Wow.
Nine.
Your son is gonna hit it before you do.
Your
All right.
4-year-old is faster than you.
I
Hopefully
also
Luke
rolled
gets
a
the how do
natural
you do
one.
this. That'd be cool.
Okay, well,
That would be
all right.
epic.
So coming out on this, we have 9.
4.
Okay, Chester.
Wow. That's amazing.
Oh my
I
god.
rolled a 1 for a total of 6, I guess.
So you're going simultaneously with this creature.
Okay.
And your dex is,
Are you in the plane
20?
of fire? Or are you
man, go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
Oh,
see who goes
boy.
Unless you're on
Just
like,
a 12.
on fiery.
It's going before you do.
Oh, man.
All right, then we have, and Caduceus, you are what?
4.
4, so you're actually going last.
Yep.
Oh god.
All right. So, for Marion, Luke, and Diaz's turn, they go ahead and push Luke behind this bookcase. Diaz is going to go ahead and dart kind of behind this one to try and hide as well. And Marion's going to go ahead and go behind with Luke. And they're just trying to like stay out of the way while keeping an eye line on you best they can. That brings us to Caleb. What are you doing?
Do I see this threat coming yet, or do I?
I will
just hear
say,
it?
because the tunnel kind of snakes a little bit, and all you see is this pitch black darkness, and suddenly bright light, just beginning to brighten and come your direction. Once again, it's like a column of fire, or a freight train about to come around the corner. It's just this.
And do I feel heat coming as well?
You might soon. But you see the light first.
Yeah. I am going to check something real quick.
The map looks great.
Map's gorgeous.
It is so cool.
Dude,
Looks great on camera.
little waterfall on the left.
Isn't that awesome?
your map
It'll be the
sucks.
last thing we
Thanks.
see.
Keep me humble.
Keeping us humble, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to raise up
Yeah.
Alora's staff and point it down the chamber, and I am going to fire off Cone of Cold
Yes.
down that
Seems helpful.
hallway.
Okay, so you're holding it until you see something.
I will, if I see, well, I feel like something hot is coming, so yeah, I'll say,
You don't see a target yet, is why. If you release it now, it may or may not hit.
but the hallway's lit up, right?
Like around the
I'll
corner.
wait till I see it.
Okay, so you're holding Cone of Cold until it arrives.
Yeah.
You got
It's
it.
a fair bet that'll do well.
Okay, so as you're holding the staff in front, what little bit of moisture your presence has brought begins to
Firestorm.
gather and crystallize in this kind of vibrating burst of bluish white ice energy at the edge of the staff, and you're just holding it, and you can feel it. It's fighting to be released, and you're having to like hold the staff. You're still not used to controlling it, and it's a little bit of a tug of war with the power that's being held at the tip of it. And so you're staying put.
Yeah.
Okay, that finishes your go. Jester,
Come on,
you're
Allie.
up.
Okay. Okay.
Dylan, how we doing?
Well, I got two options here. I can try to play nice, or I can try to play mean. I don't know
We're in hell.
which way I wanna go.
Which way?
Fuck it, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna say if, because I don't know, I haven't done this one enough to know if they get advantage if you're in combat on modify memory.
You're gonna try modify memory?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could totally give it a shot. All right. So wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. (17)
18.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm going to modify this creature's memory to think that it knew we were coming and that we're friendly. That it received word ahead of time.
It says you must speak to the creature to describe how its memories are affected.
Okay.
Oh, good. No, I mean
It's
that
a full minute of concentration to do it, so it is charmed by you for the time period. So as it's not an
Oh wait, it's
instant-
one action casting time. It's a concentration up to a minute of.
Correct. While the charm lasts, you can affect the target's memory of an event that it's experienced in the last 24 hours.
Okay.
And lasts no more than 10 minutes. You must speak to the target to describe how its memory is altered. And it's if the spell ends before you finish describing the modified memories, the creature's memory isn't altered.
Okay. This is a hard thing to use in combat then.
Yeah, it's not really a combat spell generally,
Yeah.
but situationally it can be doable.
Okay.
So, as you finish casting the spell, and you're pretty confident that it took hold. It kind of slows its traction, but it's charmed by you. But it's still working towards its goal. So what are you shouting?
Don't you remember that you got word like 3 hours ago that we were going to be here? We're the best of friends. We are friends with the people that live here, which could be you.
Okay.
That took less than 6 seconds to say, right? There's
Yeah, I'll allow it. Sure.
Totally.
In a very rapid, jester, rambling kind of way, totally. It makes complete sense.
We got a code when we booked. Did you not see it?
Your beat take will be a little faster. It's fine.
Okay. Oh, and if you are fighting, the creature has advantage on the saving throw.
Oh, see, that's what I was asking. I couldn't
Sorry.
remember.
I double checked that. So that is a natural 20. I am so sorry.
I wouldn't have done it if he would have had advantage on it.
It's
This
at the
way.
top of the spell. I just
You're
looked up
not
and saw that.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Shit happens.
Oh, that would have been really interesting too.
No, it's all good.
We have another 5th level spell, so
Look through Expedia.
you
they
can always
didn't
try it
get
again if you're careful. It slows for a moment as you start shouting this, and it just seems to nudge its way forward and pick up
Priceline?
pace.
Does Expedia exist anymore?
All right, that finishes it.
Hard to know.
Finishes your turn. It's now its turn. Since it's going before Veth. The creature, the brightness, suddenly lights up the interior of the hallway like a rolling fireball. These flaming, curling horns kind of leading it as it kind of darts through just into range as you release the spell. This blast of freezing cold energy just immediately flash freezes the inside of this entire hallway and blasts into this creature. Is it a Constitution saving throw, correct?
It is
14. I do not believe it makes it based on the item, the DC of the...
30. The DC, is the staff different than me? Hold on.
New toys.
Come on.
It may not specify. If it does not specify, then it would be your spell DC.
My DC is...
I'm pretty sure to 14 it doesn't make it, so
18,
just
right.
go ahead and roll damage.
So 38 points of
38 points of cold damage, you got
And
it.
I rolled a 5, so the staff, which is now out of charges, did not lose all of its great powers.
Oh, great.
Because if it rolls a 1, it does.
Yep. You got it. So poof, it goes off. Immediately the whole wall just flash freezes and the creature kind of pushes through it. You can see its flames burn brighter for a second, almost angrily pushing off the freezing cold. And at the same time, all the ice that's gathered on the walls immediately turns to vapor, instantaneously burned away. But it took a hit. With that, it's going to go ahead and continue its movement.
And I'm right in the path.
Oh my
Yes, you are.
That is not a humanoid, is it?
Nope.
Nope. It rushes past you,
Big girl.
It's a big girl.
Yeah.
igniting you. So you are now on fire.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that right there. So you are burning. What?
That is really cool fire elemental mini.
This whole thing is cool.
Yeah, this is so
It's gonna
sick.
stay right there, since you're the one that's immediately there and just blasted it. Angrily, it whooshes around, and it's going to go ahead and do 2 touch attacks against you as it rakes its like flaming claws down towards you angrily, saying,
The saint must be cleansed.
Jesus Christ, natural 20.
Cancel.
Which you can do.
Cancel.
Still hits, though.
Yeah.
And that'll be a 14 to hit.
Does not
Caleb
hit.
is like a crit, really.
Yeah, let's be fair,
Any
huh?
hit.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Alrighty. So the one hit does hit you. It is not a crit. Thank God you're close enough for
What
that.
would you roll?
Oh, it was still
It's a natural 20.
Oh, it's still 20. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can do shield for that. So I will.
You gonna do a shield for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll get me over 20.
It will, yeah.
Will the 20 still hit though?
It was a natural 20, so
it
its
succeeds.
bonuses go on top of it.
Oh, okay.
So you can do a shield if you want to, if you feel it.
If I understand how the rules work now, then no.
If I play D&D now.
Burn me, baby.
Okay, you got it.
Cancel.
Would be
Roll double dice.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? I see.
Yeah, it's just a normal hit. It's not a crit hit.
Cool.
22 points of fire damage to you.
Okay.
And you are already ignited, so
Yep.
you're okay. As it stands there going, parts of its body are flickering and swirling, and even the molten rock beneath it, you can see the parts that are kind of starting to darken and cool right below it are starting to brighten and heat up just with its proximity. That's going to end its go. It is now Veth and then Caduceus following up after that.
I will run to hopefully get it within my sight.
At this point, yeah, you can with your 30 movement you can get to about there and see it up against Caleb.
Is it within 5 feet of Caleb?
It is.
Or it's engaged with Caleb. All right. And so when we were robbed, would you think that I would have my cataclysm bolts on me?
Likely you wouldn't have kept them in the
I want to be able to draw.
Yeah, I'd probably have them on me.
Yeah.
So I still have 2 of those.
You do.
But Caleb is right there. So maybe I don't want to use one of those because if it's the wrong one, it could really kill him. So I'll just fire a regular shot. I'll fire a regular
Go for it.
bolt blaster shot. 15 plus things. So probably 26 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
Because this creature is engaged, do I get my sneak attack?
You do.
Okay.
I love that we still ask it that question at this point.
Hey, it's always good to check.
6 years.
Yeah.
40 points of damage.
40 points of damage. Slick. Right, so it's like raking into Caleb, and now just in flames, which is still kind of within his expertise. You rush around the corner, see that, and fire at once, and it strikes it kind of in the middle of the torso area, and you see as it impacts, and a portion within its flames darkens for a second. The flames kind of almost go like a blue-green angrily, like it's reacting to the impact.
It looks like it took a hit.
Took a hit, yeah.
Okay. How far away am I now from it?
You are 25 feet from it. You've used a movement in your action.
It's probably gonna blast through the fucking thing. All right, I'll just fire again. I gotta
Go
get
for
this
it.
thing down. That's a 2. That probably misses.
Well, total of
13.
13 misses, yeah. So the first shot hits, second one you get a little excited and fire again, and just kind of dodges it to the side. That finishes your go. Caduceus, you're up.
Really? Wow. Okay.
With the NPCs on deck.
I don't really know what to do, so I'm just going to cast Spirit Guardians. Because I'm just
At the top of your turn, by the way, just the proximity of being in its space within a certain range, you take 7 points of fire damage.
Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, 7 points of fire damage. How close am I to it right now?
You're about 10 feet from it.
Okay, well that's good because that means that. All right, where to go? Where my Shit, can I? No, I can't do that. I'm sorry, I lost my place because I'm panic monkey.
Do those
Spirit
tiles
Guardian.
light up? Or is it just the
They do
Bobo?
when you can get all the electrical connectors to work and you aren't rushing to get it done before tonight. So a lot of this was supposed to light it from underneath, but I'm having
Well, the
issues
Gobos
with the
make it look
electronics of it. So,
It looks-
you know, we're making it work.
like
It looks fucking
yeah.
amazing.
Making it work.
Yawn.
Making it work.
Yeah, nothing like having it work and then setting up all the tiles and then plugging it in and realizing some of these tiles now aren't working for some reason, and I only have 20 minutes before we start filming.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, all right.
Gives me 15 feet of coverage
All right.
of little insects and God only knows what can survive this heat.
Alrighty.
Nice.
Let's see. And I'm going to back up. I'm going to back up to leave it so it's just so I'm 15. Like I want it to just be on the edge of my Spirit Guardian so that I'm out of that 10-foot range. If I get the feeling that that's the back out of the heat a little bit.
Okay. As you back out of the heat, it does get an attack opportunity on
Oh,
you.
it does.
Because
Okay.
you realize now it has a reach of 10.
Uh-huh.
That is 24 to hit.
You know, it hits.
Okay. Ooh, that's not good.
That's not funny.
Sorry. $36 points of fire damage to you.
Cool.
And you are on fire.
Deuces is on fire!
This kind, you have begun to just burst into flame, and the flames are just kind of swirling up your shoulders and around you, and both you and Caleb are now burning alive.
Are burning alive.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm good.
Okay.
Happy Fun Ball sounds
So,
great.
was that your concentration check? Yeah. You got it. All right, that finishes your go. Top, the NPCs. Luke is going to go ahead and fire his crossbow at the creature.
Let's go, Luke.
Come on.
First blood.
Just goes wide and actually burns partway through the air because it is a wooden dowel, and the heat in the chamber causes it to catch fire. And he kind of hides behind and looks to Dan and goes, "That was so cool." And he's just like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Helping Mom." He's like, "Shh," and kind of just holds him and pulls him in. Marion kind of nervously looks on the side. You're a bad influence.
Yeah.
Caleb, you're up. Jester, you're on that.
For my action, I'm going to use the cantrip Control Flames to put out the flames all over my body.
Great. Well, at the top of the round, you do take
Okay.
8 points of fire damage.
Understood.
From being on fire.
Yeah. So I think that Control Flames would put me out.
Control flames, yes. I would say that would be the same. You can
And
also-
then, so that was my action. I will use my Storm Rider boots, which are just part of my movement. They'll fire up, and I'm going to fly away from her into the library and plunk down by where I see Marion is.
60 feet, right?
Yeah, it's 90 feet actually.
90 feet. Then, yeah, you can plunk down right over here if you want to.
Oh shit.
I actually won't do that. I'll go in the middle of the library.
Like right here?
Yeah. I don't want to go too far away. And our tall 50-foot woman would take 2d8 lightning damage as I passed by.
All right, so as you kind of dart by like a human lightning bolt, kind of cannonballing across the chamber, behind you, arcing past, you strike the side of its body and torso, and this energy mixes with the fire and causes this weird like purple lightning to through its body. Kind of. How much damage?
10 points lightning damage.
10 points, great. Alrighty, that finishes your go, Caleb?
Yeah.
Jester, you're up.
Okay, so nice didn't work. So I'm gonna move forward to where I can see her.
Okay, you can get kind of right next to a little bit behind Veth. So
Okay. And I'm going to this is what I got. Cast Guiding Bolt.
Sure.
At 5th level.
at 5th level, alrighty, go ahead and roll for an attack.
Oh my god. 17.
17 just hits.
Blah. How many is this? 8d6. Ooh, this is so good. Oh my gosh. 18, 28, 33, 34.
Looks like you're just shoving your hand through a cake.
34 points of radiant damage.
And the next attack against it has advantage.
has advantage.
Hey,
Great.
that's great.
As it strikes it, this burst of radiant energy kind of blasts it from the inside, and you watch as its form kind of quivers like a flame that's briefly partially blown out by a strong wind. As it does, you see its body seems to almost briefly break apart into 3 separate parts and then reform into the one whole kind of. But you see the sparkle is still kind of residing around and giving even a brighter, more kind of contrasting light against the fire light that it gives off.
Pink flame? Just like a little bit?
Just a little bit, a little pink flame, little. You got it. All right. Does that finish your turn, Jester? Alrighty.
She's got those colored pine cones you throw on the.
Yeah.
It is now the creature's turn, so is it a wisdom save?
Spirit Guardians, I don't think is it's a wisdom save.
That is an 11.
Nope. It ain't much, but that's not bad. That's 10 points of radiant damage.
10 points of radiant damage. All right.
It just takes.
It's like flickering and starting to kind of almost dematerialize in some ways before holding itself together. Its movement is halved, right? While it's in the radius?
While it's in the radius, yeah.
It's just going to go ahead and shift a little bit this way. Kind of can only get that far. I'll say about there. Kind of looking around and noticing everyone in the chamber around, you see it go. It begins to curl down, and as it does, its arms kind of clutch inward. The flames begin to darken, and you see in the center of its core, the light gets brighter and brighter as this like spinning core. As it releases an inferno in the space around it.
Oh no. Is that the babies and Mama and?
It's a 50-foot radius, so we'll see.
Oh boy, that
gets both of you.
Yep.
I mean, yes.
That
Oh god.
No.
Oh man.
just misses Marion, and it does give some cover to. No, I'm sorry. It just misses Yeza, and it does give cover, but it would still catch them.
Oh no.
You guys.
Oh god.
So
Matt's out here killing kids.
Yes, they'll roll to save, right?
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, he's picking up a lot of dice.
Hope you can pack some healing spells.
I've got no spells.
You're out?
That was it. I've got 1 first level. I don't have anything. You got Revivify.
Yeah, but might be toast.
39 points of fire damage to everybody. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Is that us
me
too
and,
in the
me
hallway?
and Beth too, or we're in the hallway. Did it get us?
It got you guys too because you're right within the radius.
39 points of
18.
damage?
39
Dex
points.
saving?
Oh boy.
Maybe.
If I fail, I'm
How
on.
many
Yeah.
hit points does Luke hit?
Not
I mean,
that many.
There's no way.
Think about when we started. What
Exactly.
Say it again, Liam. If you fail, what?
If I fail this save, I'm going down.
You start
18.
with like
Nothing.
18?
Like 10?
10 hit points, so.
19.
It's a 19. Caleb's down.
Oh, fuck you guys!
Wait, you're out?
This is bad.
Fuck!
Oh no.
This is
Like
real bad.
genuinely, all of us might.
It's 16.
Was it 49 points?
39 points of fire
39.
damage.
39? 49.
16
16, 39 points of fire damage. You take half.
because of evasion or
Because of
whatever.
evasion, yeah. So that would be 19, I think. And then Jester,
16, I failed.
39 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Marion rolls it. I'm rolling natural 20s like a fucking wasn't. Marion rolls a natural 20, and she is naturally half resistant. She only takes half of that. So Marion's up. They both have advantage because they're behind the side there. Luke does roll a 20 total because he's got a dexterous mom. So it does not.
Oh,
Even with that, you hear Marion scream. That brings us to Veth.
All right. How far away am I from across the room there?
You are approximately 90-ish, so 100 feet.
I will.
Took a gamble. Where to send him?
I will run as... Oh, boy. Is there a clear shot across the lava? Like if I hopped on some rocks?
There's a clear shot if you roll properly.
Yeah. I will clear shot across the lava using... Ah, shit. I gotta get this thing down. It's gonna keep attacking us. I gotta get there. I have a couple rounds.
My apologies. There is one more facet of this ability.
Of this ability?
When it unleashes the Inferno, it tears itself apart as part of the explosion.
And is
So
gone
it's not
forever?
hot? Oh, it's small. Oh.
Oh.
It's worse.
My apologies, it's actually worse for you all than originally thought.
Matt was taking mercy on us for a second and going, I
his final
forgot
form.
I actually just killed him.
Where's the
so,
trap
yeah.
How do I get out of here?
Gotta stop letting him wear pajama
So that
pants.
as you rush across the way,
But I'm a little crap.
you start running and you can see out of the corner of your eye, it dissipates into these three smaller elementals.
It's not engaged with anyone right now?
At the moment, no.
Trying to get some... Fuck. Hey, let me look at this fucking Cataclysm bolts again.
Donald
That doesn't
Glover
do
in that
much.
Community GIF. Walking with the pizza and
It won't
everything's on
matter,
fire.
'cause y'all are the heroes.
And become restrained. When you're restrained, you can still attack, though, right?
Yeah, you just have disadvantage on it.
Remember what I was like?
Yeza and Luke are both down, right? Or is it just Luke is
No one... And so
You don't know.
Caleb's down.
I was like,
All you did was hear
Revivify?
Marion scream.
I mean, yeah. He's down.
I gotta get over there, but we gotta kill these fucking things.
we got to kill him or else they're just going to kill us more.
Then I will... Ah, shit. I gotta kill these fucking things. Okay. And I need sneak attack. I'll take the movement back. I'll bonus action hide, I guess, at the edge of the... Yeah. That's, for hiding. Oh, wait, I get advantage on hiding. That's 29 to hide.
Okay, you may or may not be hidden,
And
though you
then-
just darted behind a wall, so you're probably gonna have to change up your position a bit to come out of hiding, which looks like you can probably climb a little bit of this wall to do so.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, so you kind of like scramble up the side of this rock wall and peer out from almost the above part and kind of...
And I'll load a Cataclysm bolt
Okay.
and fire it at the... They're all within like 5 feet of each other?
Yes, they just split in the same space.
I have a 1 in 3 chance, so I'll load a Cataclysm bolt and shoot it right at the lead guy.
Do
The
any
one
of
closest
them
to you? Okay.
have it? Is it advantage on any of them?
Right now, they all have advantage on them because of your... guiding
Oh,
bolt.
then I don't need to hide at all.
Because you instantly get...
Because they're lit
Because
up.
I would get sneak
Totally
attack.
fine.
So I'll just dash out there.
Because they're lit up from
Okay.
Yeah.
Jester's
So you
magic.
dash out to there.
Yeah, and fire as I go.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Mama.
Natural 20.
That's a bad
Angry mother.
You took my kid.
All right, so that doubles the dice for the
Lead.
Yep.
No, my
So, they're not that great, but 8, 12, 19, 23. So 23 doubled is 46 plus 6 is 52 on the lead. Plus, I have to roll to see what kind of Cataclysm bolt this is.
Indeed.
And I want it to be a 3 or a 4. Fuck, it's a fucking 1.
Which is fire damage?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a problem with the chaos of their type.
Does that mean they're immune completely?
I'm like, this is just extra damage on top. But
Right.
Oh, okay,
if,
okay.
if it had been ice damage, it would have hurt all 3 of them with
a lot.
and restrained them all.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. However, the one you shot, the sheer fury of what you briefly imagine in your head may have transpired. While you were not there to see necessarily the moment of the dodging of it, realization of the blast wave, thinking of the proximity of your family, and then hearing Marion scream, everything just goes quiet for a second. And you have that kind of moment. And as you were kind of you were just phasing out of reality at this moment. Your eyes go a bit blurry and the body takes over, and without even thinking, you just load the bolt, rush out to the side, fire it. You're not even looking at the creature that you shot at as it strikes it, and you hear an echo of it kind of scream on your periphery as the impact causes it to dissipate. So that's your
And then I'll bonus action continue
Don't you get to
across.
fire it again because you got a natural 20?
You do.
Oh, it fires again by itself,
Yeah.
actually. That's a 24.
Well, you have advantage in the next shot too, because all three of them are glowing.
What does that mean? So I roll again?
See if you get
Because
a
it's
natural 20.
because of your guiding bolt and it's split. Technically, I'd say the magic would probably.
Natural 20.
This is crazy. All right. Go ahead and roll.
But this is not a sneak attack.
It's not sneak. Only sneak attack once per round.
Yeah, so it's just one.
Come on, ice.
1d6, which is 3, so that's doubled to 6. Plus 6 is 12 damage.
So 12
and then I will roll another d6 to see if this cataclysm bolt.
Come on, ice.
2. It's another fucking fire one. God damn it.
2 20s in a row.
And minuses.
So
Okay.
that's
Yep.
Pluses and
pretty
minuses.
great.
Minuses.
So as that one sinks another one,
God damn it.
it's took a little hit, but it's still standing. And so that's you have your bonus action still. You said.
Yeah. I could fire again, but I'm out of cataclysm bolts. So I will. Is it more important to try to. These guys have more than 6 more hit points, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep dashing across.
Okay. Make an acrobatics or athletics check. Your call.
I will do acrobatics. That's a 17.
17. It gets a little dicey partway through as you leap from this rock to the center part and catch yourself. At the last minute, almost tumbling in, and the heat at this point, at this proximity, is singeing you. You're wincing instinctually as you can feel your skin beginning to cook. And you take that final little bit and then leap off to catch the edge. As you hit it, your foot almost slips, but you manage to stop yourself and land on the other side. No additional issue. But that's the end of your movement there, getting that leap across. That finishes your go. Veth, Caduceus, you're up.
So, would I have to make a roll if I just gently wanted to get to the other side of back towards the door?
Around to the door that way?
The way that I came out when I got shoved, I just kind of want to make my way back to the hallway.
You would have to make another roll, yeah.
Okay.
Because it's still a rapid kind of moving across a really tiny bridge of land.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
You do take 3 points of fire damage because you're still on fire.
So what I'm gonna do, this is my plan. I can see. Who can I see? I can see. From my vantage point, I know where everybody is basically.
Everyone but Jester. But you saw the bolt streak out from the hallway, and you're familiar with her guiding bolt, so you assume she's right over there.
So is with Liam down, is Liam within 30 feet?
Who's Liam?
I know my brain is Caleb. Is Caleb?
Who's Caleb? His name is Ren.
Yeah. Is Ben within? You're welcome. There we are.
Caleb, you saw drop across the room, quite a distance from you.
Okay, but is he within 30 feet of everybody where I think everybody else is?
It's possible.
Okay, I want to try and get a 30-foot circle. They're within 60 feet of me easily.
Easily? Veth is within about 50 or so feet. Caleb's maybe around 65 feet.
Caleb's about 65? Oh, it wouldn't matter because I need to drop I'm going to try and drop
Yeah, he's at 65 feet.
I'm going to try and drop a sphere that gets... the sphere center can be 60 feet away from me.
Then yeah, you can do
So I'm going to try and get everybody that I know that is in that corner of the room. Definitely want to get Caleb, but I want to try and make sure that sphere drops to where where I think everybody's hiding.
Okay, you got it. What are you dropping?
Mass Cure Wounds. At
Okay.
5th level.
All right.
So who's out? You get 29 hit points.
Whoa.
You can hit how many?
I can hit up to 6 people within that 30-foot sphere, even if I can't see
Luke
them.
and Yeza?
If they're dead, they get 29 hit points, or if they're unconscious, they get 29 hit points.
Correct.
If they're not unconscious, anyone who's not unconscious, on the other hand, gets 14 hit points.
Okay, so Marion heals 14 hit points. You got it. All right. And Caleb, you got that much? So you are conscious now on the ground.
So I got healed too?
You're not, if you're in that.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah. So
Or she
you
would
got
be,
14 hit points?
14 hit points.
Wow, that was
I'm still
awesome.
on fire, but that's fine.
That's a huge turn.
Yeah.
That is.
Yes, it is.
I'm just going to.
Wow, healers.
I'm just going to try and stay in the corner and
Okay,
see.
both of them are outside of the radius of your spirit guardians, just so you're aware. Oh, make a concentration check for me, by the way, because you did take the fire damage.
I did take the fire damage. That's true. Although I can't imagine it would go that poorly. No, I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, they're both currently outside of the range of your spirit guardians in that corner.
Just for is there any safe way to get them just in the cusp of it?
Yeah, if you want to jump in that little rock in the middle of the lava.
Hell no.
You can safely maybe get one of them within the radius, just barely. If you want to get them both, you're probably going to have to engage with one of them.
I'm feeling a little iffy. So if they try and get at me, they probably have range, don't they? These little
Who knows?
fucks. I'm gonna just step so that one, and I'm gonna hug the wall.
All right, that'll get you about.
Oh, I'm staying on the wall. No.
wall?
Yeah, like I'm gonna hug the wall to my. I don't have my laser. Yes, I do. Yeah, just hug the wall.
You can get there and get it within the range. That's just barely getting it.
That'll do it. I just want some distance. I want to encourage it to leave.
Understood. But it's a 15-foot distance, so that you can keep distance, but you have to get close enough.
Because if I go down, everything's fucked.
Fair enough. All right, that finishes your go. Top of the round.
Killer.
Marion just shouts out, Chester! Somebody!
Oh boy.
Yeza pokes from behind here, looks, and just runs.
Uh-oh.
Caleb, your go.
Okay, so I'll use half my movement to pull myself to standing. I obviously heard Marion scream. I heard Little Feet running. I don't hear or see Luke anywhere. Probably. I don't have much left. I will smear molasses along my hands and try to cast slow on the two creatures. Wisdom save against 18 spell save.
One of them got a natural 20. I don't know why I'm rolling so many 20s today. That's insane. The other one got a 16, which I think fails. Yeah. Okay, so that one is slow. That one there. We'll say. Put it on his head. A little crown.
And I will use my movement to.
He's got 15 more feet.
I'm going to move away. I'm going to move. Where am I?
Right there.
Yeah, I'm going to move back towards that bookshelf. Not right to where Marion and Yeza are, but that other bookshelf. Yep.
There?
Yeah, we'll say right there. If that's as far away as I
That's
can
as far as you can get.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, you got it. Jester, you're up.
I'm gonna come up to through the doorway for the first time, fully take in the room, and just shout, "It's okay, Mama! It's going to be okay!" And I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at the one that's within Caduceus's Spirit Guardians.
Okay, go for it. Roll for the attack.
Did they take any Spirit Guardian damage this last time?
Top of the round, one of them takes Spirit Guardian damage, which is not much.
I don't think it hits. 14.
14 just hits.
Oh my gosh.
They're smaller forms, the ACs are diminished. That's twice you barely hit them. That's really hard.
That's not as good. 10 points of radiant damage.
10 points of radiant damage, and next attack on this one has advantage. That's fine right there.
I may be fucked.
We'll do that. That'll go. Okay.
I'm not pleased with this.
You still have 10 more feet of movement, or you want to stay where you put near the arch there?
I think I'm gonna stay right there. I don't know what else I can do.
Okay.
Really.
You got it.
Actually, I'm gonna walk up to the edge of that lip right next to the lava. Yeah, like right about there.
Okay.
And just like growl at the creatures to try to get them to come over to me.
You got it. All right.
Sure, bonus action. I'm gonna pull my stupid hand axe off my side and be like, ah! Like, first time I'm gonna fucking use it in forever.
So you're just holding your hand axe.
I'm just
right?
holding my hand axe ready to attack fire.
Hell yeah, you got it.
All right. How good is your hand? Like, what's your
It's just a hand axe +1.
hand axe +1?
But it
Okay.
is magical. That'll help. All right, finishing your turn. It's now their turn. The one that's in your sphere, that is an 8, so it does not save.
9 points.
Kill it.
9 points of radiant damage.
Kill it.
It gets struck, and you can see it starting to flicker in its own right, but it's held up. The other one is slowed. This one is going to go ahead and close in on you, Caduceus.
Half speed.
Half speed.
Yep. It doesn't need to worry about that. It has a pretty decent speed, even when halved. So it does close in on you. The other one that's slowed is half speed, and it's going to go ahead and move in towards Veth. Because it is slowed, it does not get its multi-attack. It only gets one attack. So the one that's against you, Caduceus, that is a 21 to hit.
Fuck.
Is that a hit?
Yep.
Okay. You take 7 points of fire damage. And 17, does that hit?
That's great. No, that does not, which also means that activates my Shield of Retribution.
Alrighty.
So, that's... Come on. Ooh. 10 points of force damage.
Okay.
And it has to make a strength saving throw.
Which would be an 11.
So it gets pushed 20 feet away from me. Which also means it now takes more damage from leaving. Does it take damage from leaving as well?
No, I
Just
think it's when it enters or when it starts its turn.
Okay.
But it just gets shoved back. The flash of arcane energy blasting it backward. It hits the wall and kind of like curls back into its form. And the one that's going up against you, Veth. Natural 1.
Miss.
The slow spell causes it to just go towards you, and you just easily sidestep, but you're still not even focused on it. You're almost like absent-mindedly, like Neo when he's parrying at the end of the Matrix. You're just not even focused on it at the moment. Okay, that finishes their go. Veth, you're up.
Oh, this guy's on me now?
Yeah. Does not get any reactions because it is slowed.
Oh, great. Well, then I'll keep going. I'll go to see if my son is still there.
You come around the corner and you can see Marion is holding Luke, who is currently lying still in her arms, skin badly burned.
So the Caduceus' heal did not affect...
Apparently it did not.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because his damage was so great that it knocked him immediately, so
No.
it didn't do anything.
If you take damage beyond a certain threshold in a
that's
single
right.
hit.
So we're going to need to fix this when this
So
is done.
He's unrevivable.
Well, he's
I mean,
revivifiable.
he's
I can do it when
unhealable.
it's quiet.
He is currently not moving, not breathing.
Oh my god.
So that's your
okay.
movement.
That's not good. I will just rage scream and I will fire at the one that's glowing with radiant damage, I guess.
Okay.
Oh
With
my
advantage, right? So 29.
That definitely hits, and you get sneak attack damage.
Ugh. This game sucks.
That's why Luke ran over to Marion. Boy.
37 points of damage.
37 points. That one flickers out.
Okay.
And I will continue to rage scream and shoot my bonus shot at that one closer to me.
Go for it.
That's a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Just one of these. 8 points of damage.
All right. It takes the hit. The first hit this one's really taken, and just kind of still flickering and angrily, its fire is swirling in its space, and it's still hungry.
And I'll just sort of, whatever movement I have left, I'll just kind of crouch down and grab my son.
Okay.
Or touch him.
Caduceus.
I'm going to walk towards the one that's still standing.
Okay.
Get it just within the range of my bullshit, and I'm again still trying to stay safe from any floor lava.
Just about there.
And I don't have a lot, so I'm just going to I want to keep some shit because this is getting bad. So I'm going to do Sacred Flame.
Okay. Wisdom save or dex save?
That's a dex save.
That's right. That is a 12.
That does not save. So that's... Six, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty. She takes the hit. It's looking a little hurt.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to drink a potion because ow.
Oh, and you did take 2 points of fire damage at the top of the round because you're still on fire, and make a concentration check for me.
Good.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage. That would have been bad. I'm going to take a potion with my bonus action. That's okay.
Go for it.
It's not a lot, but I'll take it. I'll take that 9 points.
All right. Caleb.
I have nothing that can affect this thing. I'm completely tapped. So, I am going to move.
Staff can't do anything.
It's empty.
Oh.
Where is Veth right now?
By the
Veth is
bookcase.
10 feet to your right.
Okay, I'm going to move and stand in front of Veth. I'm going to use a bonus action to take this potion myself, because Luke can't be helped by a potion.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the dodge.
Action?
As an action, yeah. And I can help if we survive this. 5, 8, 9, 10, 13, 17. Okay, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Jester.
I am going to try to engage it in melee so that if it attacks anything, it attacks me. So I'm gonna run over and try to jump over the river and come down with my axe on top of it.
Acrobatics or athletics check, your choice to try and leap
Over the lava?
across the lava.
Don't fall in.
Nine?
Oh,
God.
Jester. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Run, leap, get to that center rock, and you just slightly overshot. You try and correct yourself and jump, and you land short. Your legs
God.
into the very edge of it. You scream out instinctively in pain.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh god, I'm getting like.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I'm hot or cold.
Me too.
I'm in a cold sweat.
Okay.
Lava does like a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Don't
over
worry.
100, you
It's
think?
like 10d10 or something like that.
I
Yeah.
used to have it.
You gotta get out of
somewhere
it.
over here.
Real fast.
Falling
I'm still,
in.
that was a jump, so that's not my, that was my movement. Was that my full movement? That's not my full movement.
Are you
You're
down at
there.
all?
I'm down some, but I've still got a good amount of hit points. So it depends on how much lava does.
Here we go.
Gotta be one
So,
of us. One of us
yeah,
campaign.
go
Gotta
ahead
fall
and-
in lava, right?
If
How
it's
many
like
is it?
20d10, I'm fucked.
So many
How many
dice.
diamonds am I going to have to burn if we
It's
survive
like
this?
10d10.
I can do one.
You're not submerged in it,
Right.
you're
Which is
I'm on the
falling
edge
into
of it.
so it's not the worst it could be, unless you stay in it.
What are you rolling?
5d10,
5.
Oh, okay.
5d10.
because you just fell into it.
Okay.
It's not a great face.
41 points of fire damage.
That's pretty fucking bad.
That's a good roll.
Cool.
I rolled really well on that.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you really did.
Almost
And
max.
Do I have any movement left? Can I get out of the lava?
Crazy.
with that,
That was just a jump.
that was a jump. I'd say because you just fell in, you managed to get yourself one step out, but that's as far as you can get right there. And you are on fire because you fell in the lava.
Right. Cool, tight.
Do I have fucking anything?
Cool. Then I can't get close enough to do any melee, so I'm just gonna use
If you wanted to tumble out this direction, because you were going for the melee, I could let you stumble out into melee with it, since it's kind of either adjacent or to the side. Since that was your intent, I'll let you do that.
Okay. Cool. I'll do more damage with my cantrip, so I'm gonna stay next to it, but I'm gonna do Sacred Flame up on it.
Okay. That is going to be a 14.
Okay. 3d8. 17 points
17
of radiant damage.
Nice. It's looking real tough. As you strike it, the flames burn around it, the radiance mingling with the actual elemental fire inside, and you could see it like having to reform itself and fall and then reform, and it's having a difficult time keeping itself corporeal.
And I'm just looking at it real angry and saying, "Fight me!"
Okay. Finishing your go. It's its turn. Top of the round, it has to make a wisdom save against your spirit guardians. That is going to be a 7.
That does not save. So that's the wrong die. That would have really sucked. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Kill it.
How do you want to do this?
I'm having a really bad time. I breathe deep. And I just start stepping towards it, and the circle just starts. The insects just start plowing into it like like in the Mummy, and it's just beetles trying to devour it. They're burning up as they go, but they just keep going. The circle is just dissipating into it.
As you watch the cloud of beetles and insects swarm it, you see them burning and popping, these flashes of light, but the more that pour into it, the darker the flame gets, the more it begins to suffocate the source of its own life fire. And as it begins to slightly sigh out this horrible wheezing death cry, you watch as all the light grows dark, the cloud fully encompassing and smothering it before they eventually dissipate, leaving nothing but a pile of ash and a couple of stones where it once stood. As you all sit in this moment,
Put out my feet.
this moment of
That hurt.
quiet, intense realization. We're gonna take a break. Back here in a few minutes to pick up at the end of this battle. Oh boy. See you guys here in a few minutes.
Dwarvenite. The most precious substance among dwarven smiths. able to absorb the very spirit of the craftsman. Thus infused, it becomes nearly indestructible. Able to forge heirlooms that will last for generations. Pure dwarvenite. Now you can get your hands on this legendary substance with the new Dungeon of Doom. Available now at dwarvenforge.com.
I wasn't lying when I just blue screened.
Oh no.
Danny, we should be apologizing to you. Let's be honest.
The story was so dense. I'm so sorry.
That was so bad that it kicked Ashley off our Zoom
It
call?
did.
Yeah, apparently.
Ashley's gone and she's next.
Should we stop for technical difficulties to get her back?
It jettisoned her out of this timeline.
I don't know. She doesn't have to witness her own shame. This is her best timeline.
I want her to witness her own shame. There's
know.
a joy in it.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here. Let's see what's up in the Critical Role shop. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. I mean, the Traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. Go ahead, darling. Treat yourself. The cuteness, it's overpowering. It's so cute. I can't handle it. So click on over to the Critical Role shop. Don't worry, there's a few more minutes in the break. You still got time.
Oh. Would you look at that? I think it worked. You were right, Pumat number 3. All we had to do was invoke that subscription cantrip. Pumat number 3? Oh boy. Well, hello there. I'm Pumat Prime. It's good to finally join you here in the Prime Dimension. I see this is the Twitch Prime realm, I think, and we're on the Critical Role channel, aren't we? Well, would you look at that? You got chat and everything. Respectfully, I was looking for the Prime Rib realm, but this isn't too bad. You see, if you already have access to the Amazon Prime realm, you can get a free subscription to the channel of your choice in the Twitch Prime realm. The two realms have a pretty good working relationship after that peace treaty the Prime Minister signed a few years back. You just have to remember to renew your Twitch Prime subscription at the top of each month, respectfully. And hey, if you're already a subscriber, you can spread the joy by gifting a subscription using the Gift a Sub button. That is, assuming the Empire hasn't sent a taxman to your shop here recently. Alright, well, off to find that darn elusive Prime Rib realm. Who knew the Prime Dimension had so many pockets? Good luck!
Subscribe. Resubscribe. Brian Foster is not a cabbage.
And welcome back. So, as we left off, the group that currently resides in this odd sanctum, in this realm of flame and ash and blackened cloud, accidentally called a guardian of the sanctum, and some collateral damage has come to light. So, in that tense moment, what do you do?
Jester, Caduceus, somebody, I need help.
I run
now.
over.
I try running over and I fall down because my feet are burned to crispies.
Someone!
I see what's happening. I'm going to immediately stabilize.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull out a diamond.
Stabilize in what way?
Oh, the
Crawl.
hold the stop the
timer.
Yeah,
Gentle
stop the timer.
repose, whatever it is. Yeah.
What's it called?
Gentle repose.
Gentle repose. Pull out the diamond.
Can you do this?
I start the spell, and just the insects pour out and just start to cover, and the molds and the fungus just start to cover, and I'm just gonna sit.
How do you call the Wild Mother to aid you in this?
Wild Mother, it is not yet time for this one. His destiny has not been fulfilled. His time here is not over. I beg you, let him have another breath.
As you finish your final moment of prayer in that sentence, the breath that's still in your lungs exhales. As it leaves your mouth, you hope that breath finds its way into this child. The buzz of the insects fades. The moss and fungus begins to gray and crumble. And you just feel for anything. And you feel his chest rise and fall. And as the moss and fungus that began to encase his burned skin, causing Yeza instinctually to begin to grow nervous, but then stop as he trusts in the process. As it grays and crumbles away, you can see the skin restored. His eyes open. Mom?
I just hold him and kiss his eyes and kiss his nose.
Put a quick cure wounds and back up.
You're okay? Are you in pain?
Yeah, I heard a loud whooshing sound and I'm not strong like you, Mom.
What are you talking about? Of course you're strong. Can you move your little fingers? Can you stand up? Are you okay? Or just move your legs, move your feet.
I would keep it very gentle for a while.
Of course.
You see him, he's moving his fingers and legs. There is a stiffness to them. And you see it's the magic of life restoration takes a little bit to get there.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Luke. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna keep holding him.
And she kind of holds you and just goes, "It's okay, Mom. It's okay. You did save me. Marion just kind of like pulls you close and... Can I help you?
Oh, I'm fine, Mama.
And she gets down and starts like going towards your boots and goes through the satchel that she had kind of thrown together and begins taking out some ointments and begins to tend to your feet.
Thank you. It's really, it's seriously, it's okay. I'll get it fixed. I reach up and grab Caduceus's hand.
Hey. I'm sitting down.
You did so good.
I'm think a nap. Be nice.
You feel a hand grasp your other hand. You kind of look over to the opposite side of Jester, and looking directly into your eyes, tears now drying against his cheeks in the heated interior of this chamber. Yeza goes, "Thank you. I don't think I can ever express my gratitude."
Oh. It's all in a day's work. It's worth everything and more. Oh, I'm tired.
Squeezes your hand and nods.
It's all good.
Wipes the snot from his nose and goes and joins you, kind of just putting his arms around both you and Luke, and just kind of all three of you sit there and kind of hold each other.
Are you hurt too?
I'm okay.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
And horrible. Wow, I don't know what to say other than I'm so happy that you're okay. Both of you.
Me too. And he kind of puts his fingers through Luke's hair. Whoever these people are that are putting us through this, kind of looks over at the rest of you and goes, "This is the assembly again, isn't it?"
Yeah.
They've been a shadow over this family for too long. He reaches down and kind of takes the necklace he's holding. He takes Luke's head and kind of holds it there, and you can see the brave face is kind of fading a bit, and he's just kind of leaning into the proximity and the comfort as he kind of processes what he's been through. As he kind of clutches the necklace and looks at you and says, "These, once we're out of whatever this hell's escape is, these'll keep us safe from them, right?"
Yes. Once we get out of here, they can't see us anymore or follow us.
You make them pay for this.
They'll pay.
Good. I love you.
I love you too. And Luke, as much ice cream as you want, as soon as we're free and clear.
Yeah.
Like all of it, until you throw up, and then we'll just get you more.
You can see Luke kind of His eyes were closed, kind of head against your sternum, and immediately kind of, really?
Yeah, any flavor.
He looks to Yeza, like waiting for the father to weigh in, and Yeza goes, yeah, sure. You gotta know, hold yourself back from enjoying the moments.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And Luke nods and goes, right. Did you get him?
Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, whatever that thing was. It's gone.
I knew you would. And he just starts crying.
Me too.
I think during all of those low conversations in this quiet cavern, Caleb would be feeling pretty fucking shameful, particularly after hearing most of that, and has already wandered to the entrance to this chamber and sends Frumpkin off about 90 feet down just to listen for me. And he just goes about putting the dome up in the mouth of the tunnel to make the cork that he started earlier.
Okay. It seems like you're in a somewhat safe space now that whatever was the guardian of this sanctum is no longer a threat. You can take the time to rest and go about any other business or conversation you'd like while you await your time-stretched allies to return from their venture.
Who's hurt bad?
I'm hurt pretty bad.
You're not on fire anymore, right?
I put my feet out, but
Or
a couple of my toes are gone.
Beth, how are you doing?
You already healed me pretty well.
Okay, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit and just start casting prayer of healing after prayer of healing for the next. I'm just gonna meditate, and slowly everybody's gonna get a little better.
Okay.
$20 for the first round. Everyone gets 20 heals, 20 points, including all the NPCs. Except that.
What's an
that doesn't-
NPC?
What was the total on that?
Normal people communicating. 20. And then the next round is 13.
After Caleb finishes the dome,
I'll keep doing this for a bit.
I'm gonna go over to Caleb. You should rest.
Oh, yeah. Before that, would you help me with something? And he pulls out the collar that he's been working on privately. I have been tinkering with this for quite some time, and I'm having trouble with it. It might need more than one set of hands. Every time I try to insert this, I mess it up. If I hold the collar itself, would you try to get it into the casing? Is here, and there is a ridge along the edge, but you have to be very careful with that because it could shatter, and I only have one, and I need this so that. Anyway.
So that what? This looks like a collar you put around someone's neck.
It is.
So who do you plan on putting this collar on?
My old teacher.
Wow, that would be really cool.
I can't.
Don't know if it's really his style, but
It will be soon. I can't let what happened in here be for nothing. It's time for him to be silenced.
Yeah.
So, I will hold it, and if you could try to, careful.
I guess I'll go try to put it in.
Okay. So.
Can I cast guidance on myself as I'm
You
trying to do
can.
this?
And then go ahead and attempt a dexterity check.
Wait. Set it down. Okay. I pull out one of the pearls that I purchased in Rexentrum, and I place it against your forehead, and my free hand begins to trace geometric patterns around it, and you see those in your mind. Okay, now we try.
Okay. Which one? That's pretty good. The first one was better. Okay. I'm looking for my force. Dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
23.
Now you've worked quite a bit on this device, and it's confounded you in certain places, but you've eventually managed to maneuver past some of these challenges.
And I can use my jeweler's. I don't have jeweler's tools.
As you were.
Cool.
If you had them, you could have.
I could have.
But it's the placement is so sensitive in this without breaking it, and there's times you've gotten close, but you've not trusted yourself and you've pulled away. And it's been this constant struggle of like, you got one shot at this. And as you carefully look inside, your painterly touch, the artistic dexterity that you've relied on for most of your life, comes in extremely handy as you expertly place this red gem into the gap. And as it slides into place, you maneuver it to connect all the various converging lines of arcane channeling. And as it does, the red gem begins to glow red. As it does, you watch as these tiny little bits of dull filigree along the outer rim of this claw begin to glow that same red color, and it hums faintly with arcane energy.
Is it supposed to do that? Is that good?
Yeah.
Go team.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah.
I'm going to need more time with it, but
Now we just have to convince him to put it on.
it's like
no
the 10th
problem.
time that I've tried to do that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Don't blame yourself for any of this. I know it's kind of what you're prone to do, Caleb, but this is on all of us. We're a family now. This is what we do. And we're going to make it better.
Reaches his hand out and just sort of like squeezes the back of her hand on the ground. Yeah, I'll keep trying to remind myself of that.
Get some sleep. Your dome only stays up for a few hours. Take advantage of it.
Okay.
At this point, you hear the footsteps approach of Marion Lavore, who's been kind of on the periphery listening to part of this, and goes, I've been around a bit longer than most of you, really. And I've met many people. Some good, some very bad. If there's one thing I've come to know, the good people are easy to be misled to think they're at fault for the things that bad people use to victimize them. It's how they stay in power. If they convince us that we are responsible for every terrible thing that comes upon us, they're absolved. Blame's a tricky thing. And sure, we all have our own guilts that we keep. Gods know I have mine. But I've been told enough times in my life that I'm responsible for the bad things that befall me. And it's taken me this long to know that that's not true.
Caleb bites his tongue and doesn't try to explain or reason away or sidestep and just listen. We choose something for him.
We're here now together because you all kept us safe. And if you hadn't done this, who knows how much worse it could have been. So, don't forget to focus on the good things you do. And she kind of puts her hands on your shoulders, Jester, and kind of gives a little squeeze and is against you. This is much more comfortable space to be sitting. Do you mind if we all move into this dome?
Yes, please. It's so it
Of course.
not as hot.
She kind of gives a notification, and eventually all of you kind of meander over to the dome. Because for each hour spent in this space, there are progressive Constitution rolls to be had. But within the dome, you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice
37 more hit points to everyone involved as well.
Penalty spent in this place, which is the...
You can roll an Arcana check if you'd like to. Anybody can roll an Arcana check to see if they can figure out where you are.
I'll take that bet.
Gotcha, boo. 30.
Oh. Not as good as my 7, but I guess it'll do.
That'll do.
Between the two of you. Based on the topography that was explained beyond this space, the creatures, and if you want to thumb through more of the book, there's more information in there, but you gather this is probably the elemental plane of fire.
He will spend 20 minutes finally returning to that.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
He'll comprehend languages. 10 minutes later. Guidance. And it was what kind of check?
Investigation.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing investigation is high. 20.
20, okay. You follow along the same lines that Jester had uncovered before. You're spending more time with it. You do finally find a signature of the writer, and it says, Plane Rider Rin.
Rin?
Plane Rider, that's so cool.
I know, what a cool...
familiar
And a symbol,
It does.
not unlike the emblem that was encased in glass alongside the scroll that sent you here. Like an oblong, kind of pointed oval with an eye in the center of it.
Rin.
Rin?
Rin, R-Y-N.
R-Y-N.
I got the Y correct.
I spelled
did
it
too.
W-R-E-N. Super wrong.
Well, I spelled it R-I-N, so I think I was way up.
Plane Rider Ryan. Sounds like an off-brand Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
In your reading, it's an interesting notebook, scattered. A lot of it's just pontification and has a sense of wonder, a sense of curiosity. This person, it reads very much like a science nerd really into their trade. And you can't help but get excited along with them to a certain degree.
He was theorizing about, like, possible disaster, right? Wasn't that what you went on?
Possible change that could spell disaster or balance, who knows?
Okay.
Not Not unlike the like for instance, an example theory of the magnetic poles suddenly flipping Earth. You know, like there's some sort of something strange, and you do pick up some of the odd reading that alludes, as they note, I continue to find an aberration in my data pertaining to Exandria. A cyclical, months-long, slow surge in low-level magical interference that then recedes just as slowly. Something that tangles my readings and upsets my analysis. It is too faint to identify the arcane nature or source, but I worry if this pertains to the shifting between the veils. It could be something very interesting. Something very frightening. Very wonderful. More tests are required. But these are just musings of an individual. So, you have time to rest within this sanctum.
I'm going to make sure the Happy Fun Ball is in a nice, safe place so that if, you know, they come out of it, they're not going to bamf into lava. Good call. Good call. All right.
Hey, we're here.
I would summon Frumpkin and send Frumpkin to Luke to purr like crazy and just cuddle up. And then if we are sleeping, if we're resting, then I would curve away from the group with my back towards the side of the dome to go to sleep, but I would actually tinker with and examine the collar for probably an hour, examining it and trying to get my brain wrapped around it further, and then pass out.
Okay. You all taking a long rest?
I'm going to snuggle with my mama.
Okay. She happily accepts. And Luke thoroughly enjoys the cat play.
Cute.
Give me this sleep.
As everyone's kind of going to bed and going to sleep, Yeza kind of, curling up next to you, just kind of with Luke asleep in between the two of you once it's kind of quiet. Just kind of says, "Are you all right?"
Me? I'm fine. No, I'm not. I mean, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. And I did it. It's, I these people are wonderful. I feel like they're my family too, But it also feels like if I try to keep one family safe, I'm endangering the other. I don't know what to do about that.
We only talked in kind of vague platitudes, because I trust, but what is it that all of you are doing next? Like, what's the big thing that you can do and then stop? You keep talking about stopping and coming home. What's the line?
There's a force that's coming from some other place to... We don't know what it's going to do. It could affect the world. We've been trying to stop it, but... I mean, we've made a lot of enemies as we've gone. And some allies too, but... There's just no balance. There's no way to protect the Empire, but also make sure that the dynasty is okay, and there's no way to guard against this oncoming force while still making sure that the people that we love are safe. Like, there's no way to do it all. We can't do everything.
You can't. Nobody can. And don't put all that responsibility on your shoulders.
We didn't mean to. We started this whole thing just trying to find our place in the world, you know? Where we fit into it all. All of us were just trying to find a way home. And now we've been dragged into this story that's not ours, but it is.
But it is, though. Terrible things have happened to many people, us included. But you still found your way back to us. You went across battlefields and saved me from God knows what sort of interrogations awaited me, and worse, if you hadn't spoken in my favor. We found a new home. I mean, look at you. I can't express how proud of you I am.
I just killed our son.
You did not. That thing did. And you stopped it from killing anybody else. And then your friends saved his life. There are many circumstances that you just said that are beyond your control, and you feel like it's other people's story. Yet you take the blame for all the bad things that happened throughout it. That's unfair to you. That's unfair to everybody. Are you trying to do what you think is best?
Of course.
Then what else is there to do? This force you're talking about, is it a danger to me, to Luke, to us?
Yes.
Do you think you and your friends can stop it?
No.
Do you think anybody else can?
No. I think someone has to try.
Do you think they can do it without you?
I can't be in both places at the same time.
I know. But if stopping this is protecting us, and you might all be the only chance all of us have, then there is no other choice. You just have to make sure you come back when it's over. Maybe then that'll be it.
Maybe. Or maybe I won't come home. Part of me just thinks that maybe I should keep you as safe as I can. And even if it means they have a harder time of it, it's worth it. We don't have to discuss this now. We don't have to decide. Maybe it'll go away. All I know is we made it through this day. And as long as I've been with these people, that's been our number one goal, is just make it through the day. And we did. One more time. So, we'll wake up again tomorrow and see what new shit happens, deal with it, and try to go to sleep again tomorrow night. I'm so sorry to drag you into this. I'm so happy that you're alive.
Beth, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. You can't carry the weight of being the protagonist, but then make the admission that so much of the story is beyond your control. You didn't get involved in a war because you believed in one side or the other. You got involved because I got involved. Because I worked with the Assembly. So if anyone's going to carry that weight, let us share it. Okay?
Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
We'll decide together.
We decide together. Okay.
Okay.
Love you.
I love you.
Kind of curls up and till eventually Luke's been asleep, though a little restless, but eventually finds himself to rest. You all find night's sleep?
A little restless because I am pretty worried about the 3 that have not returned.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you ask the ball? See if they can hear you.
Just gonna. Oh, I can't. It's got to be somewhere safe. The ball's got to be somewhere safe.
It's been roughly, we'll say, through the full night's rest, 6 to 8 hours rest. It's been about 9 hours, and they haven't returned.
So we wake up and they're still not here.
You wake up and they still haven't returned.
Caleb would just throw up another dome as soon as the first one was done. This is our home base.
We're just waiting here?
Yes.
We
we're
have
just
to.
waiting here. I'm not going out there. There's probably more.
Not going out there, but
Oh,
can't you teleport us back?
Just take the ball.
Oh, we can go home.
Yes, take the ball. Go home.
It's really nice where you guys are.
Where are we going to go?
We're going to go to Zadash.
I always wanted to go to the plane
Just we're in this dome forever.
My eyebrows are
That's where
good.
my dad is.
What?
Ooh,
That's where my dad is.
my skin.
That's where we've got to be.
The dash.
The
Yeah.
dash.
Do you want to steal any books before we go?
I honestly would say take
Caleb?
them.
I'm good. I'm full up. Thank you.
How's your foot?
Oh, I still got only 8 toes.
How bad is it?
Do tieflings have
mean,
that
it's-
normally?
It's fairly healed. The magic helped tremendously, but there will be some lasting damage. Not enough to impact your balance too badly.
Yeah,
but
it's fine. They're little nubbins.
I tell you what.
We'll take care of that a little later.
Yeah, if we are all alive in a few weeks and have some time to breathe, you and I will go and get some clay and we'll fix your toes right up.
Magic toes.
Yes, magic toes.
I like
I
it.
can do that if we get a good night's sleep. Like if nothing happens tomorrow, I can also just make that happen. So
Wait,
No
no.
play
She can
necessary.
paint herself toes.
I can't paint living.
I
I
wanna
can't
see
paint
that.
living things,
I
so
just
they'd be
wanna see
dead
it.
toes on me.
That would be kind of cool.
That could be neat.
I don't know.
I could make
Porcelain
shapes,
toes?
like fun shapes.
Get have one really long toe. It looks like a dick.
I don't know if I want a dick on my foot.
You could be a Bond villain.
so what's the plan?
Pack a toe.
We're gonna
Get the hell out of here.
go to Zadash.
Okay.
I'm going to grab the Happy Fun Ball and hold on to it. Gee whiz, what if they pop out while we're teleporting? What do you think will happen?
The odds are pretty slim. Be an interesting twist.
Okay.
Ever seen The Fly?
Yes.
All right.
I guess. Well, that's a weird time travel thing. How would that work?
Only one way to find out.
Like, I could try sending them a message. Technically, it works across planes.
Yeah.
But we've already been with them, and they didn't get a message. How does that work, man?
Except you'd send the message and be like,
All you
what?
It might be like when your cell phone comes back into service and it's just bing, 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 bing,
Yeah.
bing, 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 bing.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay. I would try. I don't have the knowledge that we already saw them. I would try to message. I'm gonna try to message Ford.
Okay, go for it.
Ford? Are you guys okay? Did you make it through that first room and the second room? Are you in the dragon room? What's taking so long? We're here. We almost...
As you are standing there with Yasha and Beauregard, with the golem looming behind you, about to break out of its stun, and your hands, you're all agreeing to go ahead and place your hand down onto the glowing crystal, you hear this at super speed in your head. Hey,
Well, are you okay? Do you need a tissue?
We gotta go! Spear!
You hear... Passion of the scat.
All these poor people have no idea what's going on.
I know. I know. It's beautiful.
Too deep.
So you do hear that back from
joke
Ford.
out the air.
What happened? I
You
heard
heard
that's
that.
what I heard. They are being tortured.
Oh no! They're dying all too!
Oh no!
I don't know what to do.
Should we go in after them?
I don't know.
Caleb?
Well, I think we should get out of here.
Yes. Let's get out of here first.
I'm so afraid because I know where they actually are. What if they Pampel while we're teleporting? I'm so scared.
We'll be quicker and leaner without him. A brand new fighting force.
Oh no!
Like throwing a Slurpee out a car window. Just.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Turned into 8 billion tiny beads of liquid.
How did you get to that imagery so fast?
I don't
What
know.
the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
That's definitely something she's done.
On the driveway.
Oh man! Wow.
So what's going on?
Are we going? Are we staying?
We have to get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, we should go.
It'll only take a moment.
Is the scroll that we had was a one-time thing to
Yes.
get here? You're plane shifting us.
I am?
Yeah, you are.
Can't just teleport us?
Teleport does not go across the planes.
Do you know
No,
how?
That's what dimension.
I mean,
that is
yeah,
what
I
plane
gotta
shift is
prepare
for.
it. It's still morning. I would have known that.
We're all a little groggy.
This would have been probably a conversation before you left. I'll allow it.
Okay. I will.
You did have a rod attuned to Exandria.
Yes.
Yes.
You just need to
But I don't
choose a
know that
location of preference.
Does it burn the rod or does it not burn the rod?
Shift.
Does not burn the rod.
Ah, metal.
So, I choose my dad's room.
Oh.
Okay.
Like his bedroom?
Yeah, why not?
I love that you and I were just both waiting for the other one to do it. And we're like, you gonna go?
Yeah,
you gonna go? You gonna go? You gonna go?
I thought
This is the
why are we taking so long?
weirdest game of magic chicken I've ever seen. Okay.
My bad.
Let me just double check. Okay, it has to. It can't be quite that specific.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can say like Zadash, or if you said like the evening nip, maybe.
The evening nip, maybe.
Okay, there
Okay.
you go. So as you gather up your troop and begin your incantation, clutching the rod that is attuned to Exandria.
Can we just double check
That you have the rod?
No. We have that.
Okay.
That's fine. But you and 8 willing creatures.
Right.
Correct.
So realistically, need to go.
Oh yeah, no, we're good.
No, yeah, we're fine.
We're good.
How
As long
many
as
are
nobody
we?
comes out of the ball.
Yeah, that's
we gotta
right.
go now.
Nobody, we gotta go now. But like, this
have
is
to do it
They are.
Do it all over again.
We
Yeah,
gotta
let's go.
This
through
is
things.
on.
Broke the door.
Let's go. Go. We're good.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so you doing it?
Yeah.
What do you,
All
what
right.
do you, what do you roll? What?
Because we took too long.
We're gonna get left there.
Holy shit.
As you focus on your friends, concentrate on the rod, concentrate on Exandria, concentrate on the evening nip, think of your father, think of Zadash, the streets. There is this sudden gathering of green cloth that encircles you like a curtain. And as it spins around and then unfurls, you hear, ta-da! And you are standing in an alleyway on the streets of Zadash in the middle of a rainy morning. Kind of glancing about, you take a moment and then you understand you're a few blocks away from the evening nip. Not too, ping! A flash of light, a heavy metal sound, and then Yasha, Beauregard, and Ford all arrive.
Well, that could have gone poorly.
Oh my god, you guys.
Shut the ball! Shut the ball! Shut it!
Turn it off.
Can you shut it?
You can turn it off? How do you
I don't know. There's something in mind. Is it shut?
Shut it.
We don't want it to come after us.
What? Come after who?
Yeah, Clay meanie.
Yeah, he's.
There was a golem. We touched a book in the library, and of course, a fucking golem came out after it. Bo!
Well, look, we tried. We tried to move on.
Do you have the haversack or something?
We all agreed to
Put
look
it
at the
in
books.
haversack.
We
That's
all
the
agreed
worst
to look at
case
the books for
scenario.
Caleb.
You do know the stun is faded at
Won't
this
fit
point.
in the haversack.
Huh?
You do know the stun is faded
Yeah,
at this point.
sun would have faded. Yeah.
Can it
close the
can it
ball?
follow you?
It followed us through the stained glass window, so.
Can Happy Fun fit in the haversack? Or is it too big?
That's a
Wait,
bit
if
big
it
for
comes
that,
out in
unfortunately.
the haversack, it'll explode the haversack.
Close the ball.
All right, go and make an intelligence check for me.
That's like.
Viper armed. Yeah, you said it before it went down. Intelligence check?
Yes.
15.
15, okay. You just offset one of the slight elements of the outside disc, and as it does, you watch as 2 outer shell portions, rims kind of, and it collects, and you watch as the surface of it suddenly jumbles itself like a multifaceted Rubik's Cube. It like rearranges itself into this odd shape before fitting back into a sphere, not looking like any of the previous arrangements that you saw in it previously.
Good. Oh, the rod took you to Rexentrum. That's nice.
Boy, we have had a time.
Oh, boy.
My goodness.
Are you okay?
Went
Are
pretty
you alive?
smoothly for us.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I forgot we didn't have anybody that could pick locks. That was the hardest part.
Oh, I knew. Oh,
That's what took you so
Man.
long.
Yasha ended up beating down a door,
Beast mode.
you can do that.
but then that kind of meant that we like ejected the pod, and then one hallway kind of.
Yeah, by the way,
tore off.
you can cross out that connection on the map, by the way, between those two chambers.
That's gone,
Yeah.
skis.
Which one? The
Red.
The one-
the tapestry in the study.
Yep.
Room to
So if you bamf into that
What?
entry room
Why?
now, you could be
killed
stuck
the
there
door.
forever because you
Well,
wouldn't
no,
be able to get
there's
out.
possibly, based on the map, another way.
Oh, right, other doors.
It's just many other steps.
That was all we had left.
I mean,
It-
I got
was
you
it.
where you needed to
Was that
go.
or magic?
It worked.
There was.
So at this point, Caduceus, you notice at the end of the hallway on the edge of the road where it enters the main street, you see a like an 11-year-old kid wearing this kind of little hood, kind of scarf element there, who's just kind of standing there holding a basket, going.
I turn human.
And he just runs.
No witnesses!
Yes?
I'll take my coat off and cover up the Happy Fun Ball. I need a private place so I can put this into the Vault of Amber.
Is it? How big is it? Would it fit in the haversack?
It's about that large.
So-
It's like a large basketball.
Oh, looks like we're.
Let's
Zadash?
maybe
Get down to my father's.
let's just get inside and take care of it.
We're really close to the nip.
All right.
Yeah, probably a good call to not send the families in there, by the way. Whew.
Could have been bad for them.
Ooh.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
Tough
we
for us.
Just could have gotten lost.
We sort of triggered this, like, clay golem.
Somebody could have gotten hurt.
It wasn't too bad. We were able to actually
I
step
died.
pretty well.
He goes like,
That happened.
Sort of a family tradition now.
Oh.
Is that an expression in your family?
No,
He died.
but Caduceus saved him.
I still have pain, right? It was a lot, but it was good. It
I'll
worked.
just go up and start massaging the back of
Oh,
Caduceus'
man.
neck.
I'm going to kneel down for that. Okay.
Where did the tuning fork take you?
To this very fiery place, and it was horrible, and we barely escaped with our lives. But we're all together again, so it's good.
Oh.
We took the notebooks, right?
No.
No, we did.
Yeah.
One? All? Some?
Oh, wait, no, we...
No, I don't think
I thought we had a discussion about taking the notebook.
And he said he left.
He said he didn't want him.
yeah.
Ah, all right.
Well, we took the one.
All right.
Did you take the one?
Yeah.
Everyone knows if you see books in a room, you always take them.
Well, that's what.
Hey, well,
To the nip!
to the nip!
It's like the old saying, I killed my whole family, I threw them under a bridge.
Is that the saying?
That's
Like I've heard that
classic.
before.
Ooh, it's been a while since I heard that.
To the leaky nip!
As you guys go walking, Luke kind of comes over and grabs Caduceus' pinky and just kind of like walks alongside holding your pinky and looks up at you and just goes like, you're really cool.
You smell like farts.
You swear you hear a little.
Yep.
Cool,
Little
Uncle.
halfling toot.
Yeah.
Call it
Higher
soprano.
pitch.
Hummingbird.
It's like a little bit of air coming out of a balloon.
You walk for a little bit before you kind of stop and look back, and you see back in the alleyway, Marion's kind of.
Mama. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes. Oh.
I
Here. Fort,
Yes?
help Mama.
Yeah, of course. Marion, please, come take my hand.
I'm gonna go off by myself for just a moment.
Come with me. It'll be fine.
Make a persuasion check.
Ford.
Natural one.
A lot. Scroll up, you bastard. Sorry, 23.
She looks at you kind of. Well, if you insist.
Don't flirt with him, Mama.
Just a what?
Nothing.
She takes a deep breath,
Sisters, Mom.
kind of closes her eyes, squeezes your hand, and begins to just slowly walk along with you and trying to control her breath. And slowly, you guide her outside of the alleyway into the open cobblestone streets of Zadash. And she's kind of just holding her eyes closed tight and just kind of letting you guide her.
I'm gonna fall back behind them and watch and make sure, she's doing okay. But I'm going to send a message to my dad.
Okay.
Who I never checked with to make sure any of this was okay.
When do you ever?
Yeah, well.
We're coming up for... Could be there soon.
Hey, Dad. Ding dong. Crazy stuff happened. So Mama and Veth's family are going to come stay with you for a while. Super important. They need to be kept safe. Help.
There's a pause. And eventually, you're worried maybe he didn't hear it. And then you get a response. Oh. Boy. Well. And that's it. As you all As you all make your way to the entrance to the evening nip, you enter the familiar shaded interior. As you kind of lead Marion to the door, she puts her hand out and touches it and kind of... At which point she turns around and opens her eyes finally to look at the surrounding buildings and the walls and the people in the streets, and she just goes, oh. I've never been here. Thank you.
Your daughter's been to some incredible places.
Oh. Oh.
I'll come up on the other side and hold her hand as we go in. It's going to be quite an adventure.
And you see her nerves have shifted. At once time it was a oncoming panic attack has now transitioned into a nervous butterflies meets jumble of emotions. As you approach and you see the familiar head of the front there.
Can I help you?
Oh yeah, what's the
bearing gifts.
We come bearing gifts.
Or we come with great gifts or something like that. Many gifts, many gifts.
You've got to work on that.
We offer many gifts?
Yeah, something like that. We've been here like 6 times.
Come on.
Yes. I will cut you.
Turning to the trapdoor, you descend the stairs where you hear conversation and shifting, the familiar of wood scraping across ground and furniture being shifted. There's a big hustle and bustle, and as you step down, you can see a bunch of people are in the process of kind of cleaning and arranging things. As you see the back of the gentleman, he turns around and goes, oh. Trains his eyes immediately on Marion. Welcome. That's where we'll finish tonight's episode.
No, you didn't.
Just it's gonna be amazing.
You totally parent trapped them. I can't believe this shit.
So anyway, the world's ending. You kind of got to have her in. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh. Complicated weave of things.
Oh my goodness gracious,
Oh.
what an episode.
That was rough.
Oh God.
That was rough. I'm so sorry.
God, all the last game I was like, this game is not letting up. Oh, we made it. Let's get to the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was all.
Fuck your other side.
This same day, right?
Yes.
We've been playing this day for like 3 episodes.
You've had 2 very long days, nearly back to back.
Wow.
No good,
And
very
you
bad.
guys didn't get to sleep.
No, you have not rested.
Don't need it.
Actually, yeah, still actually doing okay.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say because it's only been
time is
it's still the
different.
same day,
People
so
in
they're
and out.
fine.
Honestly, if there was a side of the group to not get a full night's rest, you 3 are probably the best choices.
Still our team, yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
Team
actually
outie.
not going to suffer
Team
any
outie.
consequences for
Team
like
outie for the
several hours
fucking win.
because they didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, time travel's weird.
Yeah, it is.
God.
Why did I put that in there?
That was
I can't believe
rough.
that worked.
You guys, thank you 3 for being silent spectators for 2.5 hours tonight.
Yeah, thank you for being patient. And
We had an hour-long date. It's
I was gonna
fun.
say,
It all
these 2 had a
balances
date.
out.
Yeah, I mean, it balances out.
I think
Take a penny.
we owe Travis his own solo episode at this point.
What?
Want to go shopping for 3 hours, Travis?
Just
Apparently not any good at that either.
We're gonna get you a cat familiar. You're gonna get your own cat familiar.
Well, we've had some great Ford spotlights, and there may be more for everyone as we go forward. So it's be fun. Regardless,
We gotta go to that dude's place.
Yes, yes.
Oh, Jesus.
That's next. Yep.
You can't say that we're not productive in a day.
We've been on
Lot got done.
We
a
get a
side
lot
quest
done.
on a side quest on a side quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Just stacking.
We don't make it easy on ourselves.
no, you do not. No, you do not.
We'll sneak in and crouch.
It's okay. We just got to bamf out of here.
Oh boy. But that's why I love this game.
Wow.
Alrighty. Well, have a wonderful night. Love you all very much. Thank you for joining us. And is it Thursday yet? Good night.